Welcome to Dice Revolution, 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons stream here at Adelaide Uni. Today I am joined by Romy, Olivia, Rain, Jordan, Hamish, Devin and Stuart. Full gang. Yes, as mentioned, we are affiliated with the Adelaide Games Club, so Jordan.
Yeah, the Adelaide Games Club is a board game club here at the University of Adelaide who love to play a lot of variety of games, board games, card games, tabletop RPGs
games,
like this, stuff like that.
games.
So if you enjoy any of those types of games, it's a great place to come. They get together on Wednesdays, Fridays, and sometimes on Sundays at the Hartley building at the University of Adelaide. They also have a Discord server, which you can find on their social media accounts, where they will do online stuff on Tuesdays normally. So if you like any of that stuff, if any of that sounds good to you, you can feel free to come on down or look them up on their social media accounts. They're normally University of Adelaide games in some form or another. If you search that, you should be able to find them. If you don't know what kind of game that you would want to play, well then I've got some good news for you, because today at the end of the session, Rain is going to be giving us a board game recommendation.
Cheers to that, lads.
So stick around for that and follow all of them on social media.
Do it.
Let's jump into a recap. At the start of last session, you guys set sail from Nemu's hometown to make your way towards Calathil's place of residence. Along the way, you encountered some environmental hazards slowing you down somewhat, but some assisting you, and eventually you made your way there. As you approach with a incredibly high passive perception, Calathil notices something amiss. Some sort of fire has ravaged your town, and you come to realize that the fog that surrounds you is not fog after all, but ash rising up into the atmosphere. As you guys make an emergency landing to investigate, you notice a figure at the center of town. Upon further investigation, you recognize this to be Calathil's sister. At the same time as this, a few members of the party return to the ship and discover that there is an intruder on board. After some discussions, he demands to meet with Calathil, and later it is revealed that this is a version of Calathil from the future who has been acting as the source of present Calathil's magic. Distraught at the death and the second attempt to burn Kalanor to a crisp, the future version of Calathil has some ideas as to how we can mitigate this situation. We pick up this session having the two versions of Calathil just having had a discussion. I leave it to you.
I would actually like to, if we're still on the airship, call like a emergency meeting or I need to discuss. Nemu is going to ask for everybody to gather around because she has an important thing to bring up. Everyone, this has just occurred to me after after little Kalanor funeral, but so I ask this to, is future Kelly still here?
Yeah, he's just sitting in the back of the room.
Future Kelly, if we do this and it's completed, will we be back here or will something change?
For the most part, everything should remain the same.
Okay.
There might be some... I might change somewhat, depending on the...
Okay, good, because just before we do this, what are we going to do about Rusa? Because you do realize that if we go back in time and something happens, what are we going to do about this? I think we need to just, before we get ahead of ourselves, we need to consider what we're going to do about Rusa.
Well, if we succeed in our mission, we're coming back to Rooster anyway, and it'll be like we were never gone. So that's an upside. If we don't succeed in our mission, I guess we won't come back. And I recommend we leave Sigmund here just in case.
Well, yeah, but should we bring this up to her? Should we be like, hey, we're going to go back in time for a while? Because
this is indeed a concern of mine as well. In fact, I wish to make the point to your future self that in return for this endeavor, they must return Rusa to her home before we undertake it.
Is that possible?
While I do not mean to trivialize your loss, Calathil, this endeavor is not our mission.
Well, what I've learned, talking to my future self, I've learned another thing he could do. The reason we came here for is that he can bring the city back, as well as take us to the past to help us save my sister. And with the city, I'm guessing that would take Rusa with it. But the thing is that if he does both, it drains his power too much, and he won't be able to continue being the source of my power. And because of that, I still don't understand how this works, but because I won't have any source of power, the way to fix this would be for me to replace my future self and become my past self's source of power, so that the being of Calathil still has a source of power.
I do not demand that he return the entire city before we save your sister, merely that he find a way to return Rusa to her father. I am sure a being of this power, who so easily negated my magic, is entirely capable of such a feat.
Yo, Big Cali, is that possible? Can you send one person?
Big Kelly.
Probably doesn't take as much power, right?
I can return Rusa to
Hold on.
her family. Yes.
Wait a
that
minute.
can be done.
She can do time travel thing too, right? She can like make things go.
Only if she's drawn off of Cali's power.
Oh.
Yes. If you wish, and if Rusa agrees to it, I can return to her family.
I agree, Solomon. I think that's the best idea, and we can.
But
I can be happy if
as he mentions, there will be I know why you approached me initially. There will be a significant cost in doing both the endeavor to save Kalinor and also to return the city back to its origin planet. And he gestures to you.
Is it me?
This is not what you've just explained.
Well, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just reiterating for your benefit.
So, if you sent Rusa back, and then we went back and did all of this stuff with Kalinor, and you became the source of your own magic and such, and then the city was transported back, there would be enough power there and we wouldn't have any troubles?
What the two of us are trying to convey to you is that if you choose to partake in both tasks, your version of Calathil will be willingly removed from your party for quite some time.
Until he regains his own power.
And this is something I cannot calculate. This is even beyond even me. I will be drained for quite some time, and he will have to take my place.
Is that something you want to do?
I've thought about it for a while, and I think it is, yes.
Are you sure? Because if it's too much, you don't have to. I don't know. If there's any big consequence, what are we going to do about Rusa? Because, what else will she have if not us?
Well,
it is immaterial. Either way, Rusa will be returned before we undertake these efforts.
I see.
It's completely up to him. I wouldn't wish to force him or to make a choice that he does not want to.
Very well then, Calathil. What would it be?
I can return Rusa if she wants to right now.
Maybe we should ask her first about that.
Nemu just uses thaumaturgy and calls out, Rusa, sweetie, can you please come in?
Before she gets here, I think I want to say, I don't think we should explain it all to Rusa. Knowing Rusa, she's gonna want to stay and help out.
I agree. The child will be willful and determined to aid us. It is not her place.
I want to just say our goodbyes and send her back to her family. Where she can be
Indeed.
safe.
A few moments pass, and Rusa sheepishly comes up the stairs to join you in the quarters that you're in.
What time of day again?
It's roughly midday, reaching afternoon now. Hi.
Rusa, child, it appears our journey together will finally come to an end. We have means to return you to your father, as promised.
Okay. What will happen to you guys?
We will continue here and return the city and its denizens back to its home plane.
Yeah, we have a guaranteed way to do so, should be all good.
I can see my family again.
You absolutely can. We're sorry it took this long.
No, you did everything you could. You did more than you were asked to, and okay.
We thank you kindly for your assistance in our toils and in ensuring your own freedom. I have no doubt your father will be proud and overwhelmed with joy to see you again. Do you have anything you wish to say before you are returned?
Thank you for saving me. Thank you for being there. Thank you for helping.
I go up to Risa and I give her a hug.
She returns it.
I'm sorry that you saw the worst of me, but you also brought out the best in me. So, get home safe, and I'll see if I can come see you when we're done.
Oh, so just give her a little hug goodbye. Like, I didn't know you that long, but you get home safe, okay, sweetie? And it's definitely drop a little business card shaped thing in her pocket.
Don't forget, love
It's just
baby.
It's just like a little drawing of the emblem with Aquarius collar on. It's like with the moon behind you.
Oh, if we're doing that, you take my business card too.
You just like scratched out short and wrote Vexed on the top.
And now I've also scratched out assassin on it.
Just cool dude with the top.
Now with payload.
I'll just pull out a forget-me-not and just put it behind her ear and just say nothing. It's everything's been said already, so
Get home safe, okay?
message us when you get home.
I will be conferring with her father.
Send a text.
Excellent. Make sure she gets home
Future
before dinner.
California says, do not worry, I've already done so.
Make sure she gets home before dinner. And no stopping for
Is
snacks.
Preparing for our arrival at the
We'll go to the Isle of Broken Hearts first.
We'll just get some McDonald's on the way home.
The older version of California takes Rusa's hands, etc. This is weird. I'm just gonna cast a spell now. And he casts teleport and returns Rusa in a almost starting from her foot going up.
Like Cheshire Cat.
This gentle purple energy surrounds her. You see the very ends of her hair take on that same purple coloration that you know that Calico's magic takes on. And a few moments later, as the casting of the spell completes, the purple energy dissipates, and before you, nothing remains except future Calico arms outstretched
Where have you sent her?
to to her quarters, where her family will be awaiting her.
I am glad to hear it, Dad.
Do you know that it was successful?
Yes.
Can I send a message through my sending stones and just say to Theodore, is your daughter returned to you?
Yes, she's just arrived through some magical means. I assume this was your doing alongside your companion who met you a few months ago. Once again, thank you for everything you've done. And when you return, should you return to us, your payment in full will be waiting for you.
I can't send anything else with the sending stones, can I? I can't reply to that. She is returned. Caliphus, I thank you. Now I must prepare.
So,
That's gonna get us a level up.
Holding up.
What does that mean?
Solomon retreats to the forge because I need to prepare some spells for tomorrow so you can have a chat.
cool, okay. So you guys understand that if I go back to the past state, we'll be away for a while.
How long is a while, Kelly?
I don't know. It's up to however long it takes for future me to regain his powers.
I hate having to say two goodbyes on the same day, you know?
I think I want to do this because for my whole life I've been seeking knowledge and power, and because I thought that's the complete opposite of my past. The more I know, the further away I am from when I was living in a cage of lies, and the more power I have, the less others can control me. But it's staying with you guys. It's I've gained a decent amount of power to some level that I don't think people like the Order could get me again. But yet, I've found that I wanted to continue with you guys, and it took me a while to figure out why. I could have just walked away and lived a peaceful life, worked in a library or researched magic or something, and have a life that I never did before. But in that research center of the Athletes, seeing the kids, seeing how there's many other people who are in a similar sort of situation that I was, I just want to do more. Even if we stop the Athletes, there will be something else in the Order doing the same thing, and if we somehow stop the entire Order, there will always be something else in the world that uses their power on the less powerful to take away their freedoms. And that just sounds like the way the world works, and trying to stop something so natural sounds incredibly ambitious. But I don't know what I want to do, but I want to explore this power and see what it could lead to. And I think this is the best opportunity to do that if I become the source of it.
I don't understand a word of what you just said, but
I don't either.
I'm gonna miss you so much. I think you I don't expect this to be reciprocated, but I think you're one of my closest friends now.
I think you're all one of my closest friends. I think you especially, we learned the importance of trusting others through this fleet.
Well, hey, on the bright side, maybe future you is actually as clueless about all this as you, and you'll be back in a few days, you know?
Yeah. He's never told me how long it would take.
Yeah. Well, Quartermaster, we have booze on this ship, right?
No one has requested booze, Tywin.
But we do have some.
No.
No booze?
I mean, if you ask the captain's second in command if you could ferment some of his chicken grain, perhaps you could make your own, but we don't have any readily available.
Medicinal alcohol in the med bay.
Ferment his chicken grain. How long does fermentation take?
Well, it depends on what you're using. Personally, I haven't made any alcohol using chicken grain. I imagine it could be done.
Alright, I guess we're drinking fucking, what do we have? Water? Is that it?
That's it, yes.
Guess we're drinking water.
Now you mention it, I imagine that some alcohol could improve crew morale.
Absolutely.
I'll put it on the to purchase
I'll
list.
tell you right now, my morale is dipped so much.
Do you want to talk about it, Tywin?
No, I'm pouring glasses of water for everyone here.
Yeah.
And I go, alright, Callie, a toast to Callie.
I do not drink.
It's water. You're not like
I
you don't have like
drink
wires.
water or wine.
You don't have
Callie.
wires down there that'll be hurt by water, right? You can store the water.
Just give me a second.
I
Luft grabs the glass
Suppose.
from your hand. She goes and stands up. She sits on his shoulder and goes, right, on 3.
that very well. Indeed.
Alright, a toast to Callie and
Right.
his future adventures and knowledge.
Yeah.
To me.
Cheers.
Yay. Luft tips the water and pours it over Sol's head.
Indeed.
See, it's the same thing.
You know, Callie, I think you cracked it. A life spent idle, no matter how long or short, is a life wasted. Whatever gift or ability or even specialty that you might have is best used as much as possible so that one might burn bright before the end.
If you
In
do this,
doing that, it's a most noble cause. It makes a lot of sense. I appreciate your insight.
Hope you find some way to use I hope you find the way you're looking for to use your specialties too.
will you ever see us again?
I believe I will.
Will you remember us?
Of course I will.
Okay, just making sure.
Okay.
Then you better.
Okay.
You best be. Don't worry, just making sure.
Well, and Luft's like got her hands behind her back as she's and when she takes them back out, she's like doing this.
Have
She
you
just,
brought a bug?
Kind of.
Yeah, let me kill it.
And I went, no! yeah, and she just goes like, she pushes away. Hold on a second, let me see if I've actually got a thing left. Hold on a second. Do I have one left? Hello? Where is it? Wait. Okay, here we go. Oh. So I've made a little like, so Luft goes, and she's made like a little fish that has like little mechanical motions, like it swims and it can actually like levitate a bit. She goes, this so you and Calliope can like, you
Oh
know,
my god,
have something
this
to bond
solves
over.
so much of my problems.
Yeah, I know. Like she can just smack that thing. Oh, also it has like a speed setting. Hold on, you can set it to like here. Let me, and it like floats up a bit more. She flicks on the belly and it like starts swimming around pretty fast. She's like, here you go. Wait, hold on a second.
Calliope starts following it.
Yeah. Done. Yes.
Already.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
All good.
Never pulls
But
out.
hopefully, you know, that comes in handy and you like it and like we'll really miss you. She's just standing there like
Give her a hug.
yeah, so I'll have to hug you back as well.
Nemu's like, oh, if we're giving you gifts, I have one for you. And I grab another
Well, I
business
didn't
card
know you
shape
were
paper.
giving me gifts, but
Yeah, it's not a good one, but it's just a little note. Just in case you forget me, there's a picture of me on the back.
okay, thank you so much.
You could have my autograph as well if you'd like.
As soon as you look back at her, she's just giving you a big tooth. Wait, how tall are you?
I'm like 5'9" or something. You're
Oh,
probably a lot
okay.
taller
She's
than
just
me.
gonna go. She's gonna like pick you up, bear hug, and swing you around.
So
This is
when
Devin
were you
projecting
so
in
strong?
real life.
Big horn,
I'm
mama.
6'5". Of course I'm strong. I got a strength of 13. Oh,
That's one more than me.
yeah, see, you're just like bones, and she's just like ball.
So you've resolved this is your course of action then? Doing both?
Yeah.
That's all. I'm just checking.
Well, kind of a depressing note to end the meeting on, but anything else?
No, it's
No, that
I
was it.
mean, no, I can't think of anything really. I mean, we just got to try and, you know, like, what do you do to time? Do you like
Untangle?
Yeah, but is it that? What do you do with time?
I think we're like
What is time? Oh god.
For some context, future calendar, of course. For some context, how this process will work is I will cast the spell, transporting you guys through to the other side, and then I will find myself a location to keep the spell active, to maintain your presence there, and then once you deem once you deem it done, come back, return, and then I can cancel the spell and return us all back to the present. Of course, I will leave this in, just to present gather, your hands, but try to make as little impact as possible. But if it comes down to it, fuck shit up.
Look, guys, it's a butterfly. Oh, damn it, flapped its wings.
Stop that. It just keeps going.
Let's rip off the wings of every butterfly
We see, yep. That's it. That's all we gotta do.
But yes, I will try to maintain the spell as long as I can. If something does go wrong on my end, I will try to contact one of you to return sooner if need be. But for the most part, I should be able to protect myself.
There'll be some protection here with you as well. Sigmund!
Oh no, I'm coming back with you. I'll just be finding.
Oh, you gotta be in there.
Yes,
okay.
I've gotta come back
Then
with
don't
you.
worry about it.
And most respectfully, I would feel much safer if Sigmund wasn't protecting me.
Yeah, he knows Sigmund, remember?
Yeah, yeah.
Arguably better than the rest of us.
Yeah.
Little boy, don't worry.
Well, I mean,
I've been
if there's
training
one
him
thing that
well.
Sigmund's been good at, he has actually protected everyone we've asked him to protect.
I've been training him well.
He stopped talking.
God, you'll never believe me when I say I've been training him well. I told him manners.
Rest up. We will, I guess, try this in the morning.
I suggest you ponder, to both of you, what you will ask your sister.
Sorry.
You're going to talk to your sister tomorrow.
Oh no, this is we role playing like the question like what?
You remember, we've gone over this, that I'm going to cast Speak with Death.
Future Calendar doesn't know that.
I thought I told you about this as well.
You told me the DM. You didn't tell Future Calendar.
No, because we were in the room when she was in the bed, and I gave you both the chance. Because this was
Did you?
after she
Oh,
cast the ceremony. Yeah, I thought we
okay.
discussed this with them.
Right.
It is, yes. Well, I would like to make it well known then.
Okay.
You have until tomorrow. Solomon will give you a chance to ask your sister of her demise or anything similar. And then perform the funeral rites on her. Namu's already given her half of them.
I shall respectfully leave the questions to you because anything you'll ask I'll remember, so
Okay.
I do not have much to this matter. And he will find himself like on the top deck, just cast Lehman's Tiny High and just find himself some respite in there.
Kicks you out of your room.
Get the fuck out.
Hilarious.
I he'll just cast Lehman's Tiny High on the deck of the ship and just retire there.
I'm gonna go sharpen some arrows.
I gave you those 20 magical ones, didn't I?
I don't think you gave them to me.
Okay,
You
no,
let me
just-
test them.
Yeah, can I give him 20 magical arrows? Thank you. Yes.
You have 20 plus 1 arrows, so this is something you need to track.
Yeah. What are these? Are these the thing you had me shoot at a bird the other day?
They are arrows, Taiwan.
They're just arrows? They're not nothing special? Because I got some arrows that I've already sharpened.
These are better than those arrows, Taiwan.
You sharpen these ones?
I created these arrows, Taiwan.
And then you sharpen them?
I fail to see.
I'm very good at sharpening arrows and bolts.
Do what you wish, Taiwan. Merely make good use of them. They are a finite supply.
So they're not sharp.
Solomon doesn't respond. He leaves it to you to check how sharp your arrows are.
I touch the end. Jesus Christ, that's sharp! Just say it's fucking sharp!
Solomon just a weak flesh creature.
You need to show me a sharpening arrow technique later. That's fucking good. That's good shit.
It's an arrow. If it wasn't sharp, would it be an arrow?
Well, some
would
things
be
are
a
sharper
blunt.
than others.
I guess.
I was like, yeah, I know. Boy, it's obvious.
That's one of those.
I've added the 2 characters using the reload.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna go sharpen my non-magical arrows to try to make them as sharp as the magical ones.
Okay. Feel free to, unless you want to do anything before that, mark off a long rest.
Yeah,
Nice.
during the long rest,
Yeah.
I want to cast invisibility on Calliope.
Mm-hmm.
And one other person,
Well,
because you can do that.
I can do that,
But why?
Make full use. No, no.
are there times she can find each one of their quarters while it's empty?
Yeah.
Solomon hasn't actually slept in his yet.
Ah.
Well, wherever you would find Solomon. Yeah, you can find that empty.
Well, I don't want to find the people, I just want to go into their quarters while they're not there with Calliope.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, she's going to hide individual letters under each of your beds, which, I guess you won't find yet, so I'm not going to give them to you.
No, I'm not going to.
Yeah. But yeah, she's hidden a letter under each of your beds, not that you know.
No.
And, yeah. She hasn't?
No.
Okay, cool.
Take it back.
Okay.
Anything else anyone wants to do during the...
Is there anything we need to make?
I mean, with where we're going now.
You need a gun and an arm.
Well,
Yeah.
you're asking a longer term project.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a long term one. But I mean, like,
I'll just put it towards better armor.
I mean, if Tarina has metal, like scrap
How much
metal.
did
Did
you-
you? Yeah.
I know I fetched some. How much did you fetch?
Yeah.
I purchased an unspecified quantity.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
think the request was lots.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you spent like 2...
Quite possibly a butt ton.
Oh, okay. So you got that.
It's alright. Solomon will just harvest more whatever he can.
I think the request was also for guns. Couldn't get her hands on guns.
So, do you know about guns?
I am aware of the workings of a firearm. I have merely never constructed one myself.
Right. And she's just like sliding a book over to you that's got like, it's all about guns.
I will study this in my time, love. Thank you.
Yes, all good, because I look, as fantastic as this one is, and she's holding up the pistol, she's like, maybe we should also look into me having some other ones, and also I've still had this whole sniper rifle thing going for a really hot minute, so I feel like I want to kind of maybe sort of potentially possibly get started on that.
Indeed.
Because it'll help. So she's gonna, that's I think that's what I'll probably be doing over this, trying to figure out how to.
She's not gonna sleep, just up all night.
No, like she'll definitely fall asleep
Pass
at
out on
some
the
point. Yeah, she'll probably fall asleep and someone will have to go and take her up to put her in bed with Trey. But yeah, that's probably what she's gonna try do for a little bit before I go to bed.
Time.
After,
Sorry, you can go on first.
yeah, after Luft is asleep. Hey, Solomon.
I am busy, Torino. I must prepare for tomorrow's ritual. What do you need?
Well, I was thinking about what happened to the city and how many people died as a result of it being burned down by whatever forces of destruction are responsible.
It is indeed a tragedy.
And I know that they don't look upon anything resembling magic particularly fondly here. That's what Callie said, but do you think Palor's sort of affinity for creation as opposed to destruction could perhaps modify the outcome of the city? Perhaps help it avoid this unhappy fate for both the town itself and all of its occupants?
It is certainly an intriguing possibility that we not only save Carathur's sister,
We could save everyone
but the denizens of this town.
by showing them a better way.
Oh, I am cautious of such action, Torina. It seems these people are merely as prejudiced as I am unfortunately used to seeing. What do you suggest?
Well, perhaps they wouldn't trust your visage, but I am quite well versed in the way of costuming. I could perhaps disguise you as a particularly large, although very regular-looking person, who could perhaps steer these folk who live in this city away from their destructive conclusion. You could be a hero, Solomon.
I wish not to be a hero, only to convey goodness into the world.
That's
Indeed,
what a hero is, Solomon.
your course of action is a noble one, Torina. I may suggest it to Calathil and his future self tomorrow. I would think it difficult, however, even with necessary costuming, to pass myself and my somewhat rigid personality off as anything but a construct.
I'm not so sure about telling Calathil about it. They did say that
Any significant action should be avoided.
that's what they did say, so they might push back against this noble cause, Solomon. Perhaps if we
I fear
go
you are
ahead
right.
with this helping these people, I think we'd have to do it by ourselves.
I do not believe that is a wise course of action, Torina. We operate as a team. We must look after one another here. However, I agree that being able to save this city as well, this small town as it is, should be paramount in our efforts. I fear that I do not understand the workings of time nor travel through it, however, and therefore I am not convinced that we should undertake such an endeavor without consultation with those who understand it far better.
I suppose you're right, Solomon.
I will indeed do everything in my power to save the town. However, if it is against the actions of the one who enables us to be there, I do not know if it is wise or merely heroic.
I was just hoping that we could, do some good.
So too do I, Tarina. I will give it more thought this night. Confer with you in the morning. Thank you for raising this with me. As always, I value your counsel.
I'm happy to provide it, Solomon. I think we make a good team.
Indeed. Indeed.
As you retreat to your quarters, Tywin, you hear a gentle knocking on your door.
Come in.
Future Caliber walks in. I have but one final offer to give you. Item, I should say. And he, if you're around Luft and Solomon long enough, you pick up a thing or two, and he hands you another arrow. As I said, if you hang around these people, you learn something. But this one is imbued with my own magic. I haven't added it as an official magic item, but it is essentially an arrow of teleportation. Once per long rest, you can shoot it somewhere, and you teleport to that location.
Okay. Trying to usurp me, are you, big boy? Jesus Christ! I've already got Trey coming up on my heels. With
Yeah, you piece of shit, Rain. Fuck you.
How
Stay
dare
in the
you
lane.
be good
He
at
is
things?
like level 15 or something.
But yeah, so
What?
Plus one
showed
arrows.
you-
Sorry,
why-
arrow of teleport. I see what you.
Why me?
well, I don't see anyone else here who makes use of such ranged weapons.
Solomon has a crossbow.
But you didn't just happen to have this. You made this,
Yes,
knowing that I was the only person who could use it.
yes.
So why?
I'll let you think on that one for a while. Look, this is a gift as much for you as it is for me.
I guess you're more like Callie than I thought.
You hear a voice in your head. Exactly.
Well, thank you, Callie. I know I said it to my Callie, but I'm gonna miss you.
We will meet again. I know we will. I remember us meeting again, so it has to happen at some point.
That's good to hear. Thank you. I'll get the fuck out. I got an arrow to sharpen.
He sharpens the teleport arrow and it just turns on.
But yeah, so as I said, once per long rest, you can shoot it at any place within your range, and you will teleport there.
That's such an assassin thing to have.
Now
I'm
you're
not an assassin anymore.
now you're thinking with portals.
It teleports behind you.
You sharpen the teleport arrow and it will teleport you into a wall. So the arrow pierces the wall and then teleports you.
We're gonna have that at some point. You're gonna fumble your quiver, shoot it into someone, and just explode out of his guts, alien
Yeah,
style.
We might want to take a break now.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We
Oh, yes.
On a break.
Yes, alright. We will go to a break and we will be back right after that. See you soon. Goodbye.
Welcome back. After our break, you wake up the following morning.
I do
Rested.
not sleep yet. Thank you.
I do.
What do I do?
You take a little shit.
do I do help?
Do I glean anything from studying my atlas as well?
Uh,
I haven't located that one canyon that I'm looking for, have I?
make an intelligence roll.
First dice roll of the session. Oh, I shouldn't have done it. It was a 6.
All canyons look the same.
Yeah, I thought so. It's kind of hard.
I've been looking at the atlas.
I've been doing 8 hours every night. What have you been doing, huh?
8
Captain?
hours every day.
Captaining
Yeah,
everything.
well, I've been busy making armor you
hours
won't
in the
wear.
day.
so-
What? Yeah.
I assume you then Calliope has distributed the letters?
Yeah.
Okay.
Look under your dice tray
Solomon
right
will
give them
now.
to you.
Solomon
right
will
now.
not find his
I'll
for
trust
years.
you to read it later.
Well, no, I assume what,
She said under his pillow, man.
no, I assume what Council meant is where you'd expect to find.
Did you put it under my pillow?
Under the beds.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I'm not
never
gonna.
gonna
I'm
find
not gonna
that
find it.
Two of us don't
Can I
use
make a
them.
perception check to see if I feel it on my mattress when I wake up?
What are you, a
Let
princess?
me find
Yeah,
it.
is there a P under your pillow?
That one's somewhere.
7. Probably not. I'll find it later. Every time we sleep, I'll make a perception check.
Why is hers thicker than mine, huh?
What is it? What does it say?
It's
says-
in Dwarvish script, which is the language, which is the script Primordial uses.
What does the thing say? Though?
It's just Luft.
Oh, okay.
I've just written everyone's names.
Okay.
Okay, I would never read this ever, thank you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you arise. Older Calathil is just roaming the top deck of the ship, muttering under his breath, preparing.
Is everyone ready?
Can you be ready for a thing like this?
Yes and no.
That's a good point.
Oh, look, it's reading.
Well, I haven't told you about the letters, but if you somehow manage to find it on
Yeah, you find it. Yeah.
Okay.
If you're looking for it, you'll find it.
If it's under my pillow, throughout the night, Nemu's just gonna hear that
Yeah.
sound of like crinkling paper, and she just goes, "Oh, fucking get off!" and then pulls it out of the pillow when it's on the floor.
Rips it up.
If you're reading it with your letter, there's something extra.
Really? Oh, cool.
Oh, I'll put that there. I'm gonna cry.
Presentation.
Oh, it's so nice.
You still have those elixirs of healing that Sigmund gave you?
Probably.
You better either drink them or give them out.
Give him back.
I leave it to yeah. You just see Future Capital roaming the top deck, muttering under his breath.
Solomon is in the med bay. Is that what we're calling it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Med bay. Is in the med bay when you were ready.
Why are you in here?
I thought I made that very clear, Sigmund.
By the way, just for party reference, 19 days.
Okay.
Okay.
TikTok.
I was not listening when you were speaking to me.
We are about to commune with Carathul's deceased sister.
Oh.
I ask you be respectful and quiet.
If
It's
Nemu,
not exactly my jam, but I suppose I can do it justice once.
if Nemu knows you're gonna
Indeed.
be in there, she's just gonna quickly step in and go, Sigmund, do you wanna like come and help me? I need to, I forget, I need you to tell me which one is the blood or the owl system.
Ooh, that is something I am good at.
It's,
Yes, I will come with you. Let's go.
okay, and I'm just gonna get a diversion so he leaves.
I come in around now.
Carathul, are you prepared?
I guess as much as I can be.
And where is your future self?
I think he's preparing for the spell. I don't know.
I would strongly recommend he attends this ritual. It may be the last time, should we fail, that he is able to speak to his sister.
I'll try again, but I don't think he wanted to.
At least let it be known.
Yeah, I'll try and ask future self.
He will attend. He just thinks that it's best if he asks the questions.
Oh yeah, okay.
Because
I thought you meant he was like up on the deck and wasn't coming down. Yep.
Yeah, he will attend. He just thinks it's best if President Calico asks the questions because future Calico will remember the responses anyway.
Yeah. Very well. I cannot give you a full conversation with her. Merely a few responses. I suggest you choose your questions carefully and try and glean what information may help us in this endeavor into the past. That being said, I understand that she is your sister. Do what you wish with your time. Hopefully, it will not be the last you talk to her. When you are ready, Calitho.
Yes, lead the way.
Solomon lights with just touches from his fingers. Incense sticks around the body, still lying in the bed, still well preserved thanks to the Namu's ceremony. Oh no, ceremony doesn't preserve it. That's a gentle proposal though.
It is, yeah.
And as he goes around, he chants, chanting to Pegalo, arms up. You see, presumably, your sister's chest rising and falling under the bed. So she's still alive. And the eyes of the corpse flick open.
Is she alive? What? How does this work?
She is not. I have merely returned the spirit to her body for a brief period of time.
You see Kalinor's eyes flicker, and you see some semblance of a control resumes, at least from chest up, so that she can speak to. Her eyes lock on to you. The rest of she looks around the room, confused. You have 5 questions?
It's 5 questions.
You have 5 questions that you can ask of her, and she can respond.
How did they get you?
I was trying to evacuate the town when they found me, attacked me, and then I met this face.
We don't know what necessitated the evacuation of the town, do we? But we suspect it was the same time that we plane shifted there, wasn't it? Was that?
Yeah, around then.
Did we know
Do
this?
you ask her how long ago she died?
No, but did we know this? We estimated it was a week and a half, which we thought
Coincided,
meant,
yeah.
they coincided. And we don't know this from future Calico either, do we?
What did that message mean when I contacted you through the...
Can you remind me, the DM?
That, when we saw that, future seer person...
the fortune teller.
Yeah, and contacted, like, people. And, she was being very cryptic, and I think the main message was, everything is in order.
Is that so?
The overseers of the town have only exerted their control further on the village. It was intentionally cryptic as to make sure that if anyone was intercepting this message, not much could be gleaned from it. You have 3 questions left.
Overseers. Did you come back to this town to stop them?
Yes. While my escape initially was fortunate, I could not sit idly by and watch the rest of my town be brought asunder by these.
Should have come back sooner too.
You notice that future Calico intentionally tries to stay out of view of the range of motion that she can look around.
Right.
sauce.
Do you know what happened to our parents?
They were easier to relocate out of the town because it was just 2 people. I've managed to help them escape to a different town a few days out from here. I think they're safe. I hope they're safe. But as I said, a population of this size was much harder to evacuate. And some of them didn't even want to leave. They thought the witch hunters would protect them, would be their saviors in times of need, not knowing their true affiliations.
When you were in the town, what could you have done differently to succeed now that, you know, what you did that caused it to fail?
She thinks on this for a few seconds. Perhaps moving the populace in smaller groups or eliminating some of the patrol would have helped. Myself and some of the others, we were too hasty with our approach and got everyone in killed. And as quickly as the semblance of life had overtaken her, it evaporates away as her head falls back into her.
Releases the spell and her soul from her body. Be at peace.
Was an experience I never expected. But I think if we just help her save the town, maybe we might have to execute some of its leaders, but with our help, I think if she was already trying to do something with our help, I think it might succeed.
Do you believe, to future Calathil, do you believe that if we take the action of saving the entire town and its populace, not just your sister, this will cause further crisis in the timeline?
It was already something she was attempting.
It really depends on what any witnesses do with such information. Perhaps a town commoner would not think nothing of it, but someone with more arcane knowledge or malicious intent might take this knowledge that the timeline was tampered with in some way and try to reverse engineer such magics. It really depends on what the witnesses of such an event do.
Then we shall ensure that there are none. Calathil and Calathil, I believe it is well within our power not only to save your sister, but to save this town. And in our journey, I believe that must be our primary focus. If in saving its residents we also save your sister, then surely we can do both.
I think so too.
It is the just thing to do.
It's something she was already doing, so she would have wanted it.
Indeed.
Are you all ready to go? Because Sigmund and Nemo are being very loud in the room next to me.
I was not aware they felt for each other in that manner.
It's most...
Definitely
It's
no.
explosions, Sigmund. There's a lot of explosions.
Indeed. Solomon isn't aware of how it works, but sure.
Yes.
Love can be explosive, they say.
In the next, so I will prepare the body for a proper burial, Give it her last rites as Numu did yesterday. Do what you must before we depart, Califu. I'll cast Gentle Repose as a ritual on the corpse.
Very nice. If there is no other business to be tended to, future Califu will turn to all of you and say, those who are accompanying, meet me on the top deck in 10 minutes.
I finally get it now. So, the thing that makes you hurt is called the nervous system, right? And then the thing that has the blood is called the circulatory system. See, I
For the last time, I do not know. I just know which one to cut.
No, because I told
Stop reading literature.
But I thought they all came in the same place, and that's why it hurt. Is because your blood was coming out. But no, there's like 2, and they're like tubes. I'm learning so much.
You shouldn't be.
You shouldn't be. But this is published by a real doctor.
I don't care. I do not like real doctors. Real doctors have no idea what they're talking about. A life should not be decided by literature and words.
So you're not a real doctor?
No! They took away my doctorate.
It's not. Okay.
I thought that was incredibly apparent.
But wait, stop! I don't understand. So what do you mean? And it's like she's showing a picture of like the diagram. She's like, so what does that mean?
Stop this! Throws the book across the room.
No diagrams or references. It is an art.
This is all you must look at. He cuts his arm on.
No.
This is the real one.
But
No images needed. You see how this is bleeding? If untreated, this is fatal.
But she
Heal me! Now!
She just starts crying and starts breaking down.
He takes out a potion and splashes on a thing which heals it up.
I
See? That is being a real doctor.
I'm trying to talk about how you get through the pain.
I'm a real doctor.
I don't want to be a doctor anymore. I changed my mind.
Nebu, you have come a long way and I'm very proud of you, but please do not pick up a book again.
I'm just trying to understand.
Future Califu will walk up to the lot of you and cast silence on Sigmund.
She never does even catch. She's just crying.
Anyway, now that we have some peace and quiet, shall we make way?
You better be careful. I think his explosions are probably more dangerous if we can't hear them.
No, just on Sigmund.
No, I know. Sigmund's the one who does the explosions.
She's still crying. She's like, oh.
If you don't mind, Callie, I would like some time to prepare something of a disguise for Solomon. I was informed that the residents of this city, when they are not burnt to a crisp, tend to not take kindly to magical creatures of any kind. That includes walking metal men.
You gonna make him look like a big muscly man?
That is the
That's
goal.
probably the only thing that he's gonna fit as.
Yes.
Well, yeah, if you would like to roll me this would be D20 plus your proficiency, because you're proficient with disguise kit.
Yep.
Plus your dexterity bonus, I'd say.
Check.
Yes.
Can it be a sleight of hand?
Oh, I do.
Yeah, it can be a sleight of hand.
Cool.
Sleight of hand with your proficiency.
So that means I get 2 proficiencies.
Sure.
Yes, please. Alright, that is a 19.
Okay. It's a pretty convincing disguise. Like,
What do you make him look like?
You know Braum from League of Legends?
I don't.
Big man with big door.
I know what you mean.
That's not
that's
him,
the
no.
player.
No. That ain't him. How did you spell it?
How do you spell it?
Braum.
Oh, M.
Brom. Like brum brum, but not quite.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Bold muscle. Oh yeah. This is fantastic.
Bald moustache. Man's beautiful, yes. He's the best boy in the whole game.
Summer skin. Fantastic.
I will say, with a 19, it's a pretty good disguise, but there are like parts where there is like metallic peeking through.
Yeah.
just like one of his arms is just steel, but it still looks like vaguely like an arm. But like
It just looks, yeah.
that shouldn't be that color.
Yeah, so any perception check will have a DC of 19 to distinguish.
This is concerningly deceiving.
I do hope that it still allows the light of Palo to shine through.
Nothing can stop the light of Palo.
Well, that is a relief, Solomon.
Indeed.
Speaking of the light of Palo, what did you make of that conversation Callie had with his sister?
It was a harrowing experience to see someone talk to a dead loved one. I merely wish he had gleaned more useful information as to the adversaries we may face. However, I cannot fault him for using it as his chance to speak to his sister, given it may be the last one he has.
How did it go, Callie? You doing alright?
That being said, Tarina,
so.
we are saving the village.
Oh, that is most excellent.
I
Couldn't help
suggested your
myself
course of
asking
action.
about my parents, but I tried to get some
I'm glad we
useful
can go
information.
forward with it.
I'd do the same thing.
Yeah, so I assume you convened with the future Caliphate on the top deck.
Yeah.
He gestures to a haphazard ritual circle he's chalked in onto the top deck. I apologize for the markings. They will disappear as the spell is cast. No permanent markings ownership. Anyway, if you can arrange yourselves in the circle, I will begin the process.
How's this gonna feel? What's it gonna do to? He's gonna mess around with my insides. What's gonna happen?
You will be moved from one time to another time.
Okay. I've never done this before, so let's. Okay.
You need to stop denying that you can cast spells. I've seen you do it.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Alright, let's do this. Let's do it. Come on.
I'll also let everyone know the information we gathered, like how she was trying to save the town, and we might go in and try to help her succeed, which might save the whole town along with her. But we might also have to kill a few readers. Yeah.
As part of the final casting process, Caliphil pulls out a somewhat well-crafted like a pocket watch of sorts. Holds it. It's made of what looks like a nice clear like gold. And he holds it out to the center and begins muttering under his breath. And as you see once again, this purple energy emanates around you, but the purple energy that forms around you forms this almost shroud of mirages of different events playing almost in reverse as the spell comes to a close. This purple mist almost seems to disapparate, and in front of you, you see a bustling town, airship no longer there, and you find yourselves in the village of Fairyland. 12 days ago.
So we're all there?
So how long do we
Yeah,
estimate
right.
before the town burns?
Based on your passive investigation, 24 hours.
Tomorrow.
Nice.
Wow, Kelly, this place is so pretty.
You see, it's a very well decorated town. Though there does seem to be like a sinister vibe to it. Anyone with a passive perception of, let's say, 13 or above, notices that all of the houses have like wooden bars that slot in from the outside. There seems to be a large clock tower at the near the center of the town, and in a big sign, it lists out curfew rules for anything past 9 p.m. is considered breaking the law of town. This is just the center of the town. There are more buildings on the outskirts, but the central little one outlined in red, that is basically a stock where basically there's a spire built out of it, and there seems to be bands designed to restrain someone in the center.
And how big is this town again?
From side to side, it's about a 30-40 minute walk from edge to edge.
Okay. Rough population count, from what I remember?
You're looking at about 1,300.
Okay. Calathor, how do we find your sister?
I think
Damn, if only someone had asked her that.
we should keep ourselves out of sight from, as you said, those, and as my future self said, those who are magically inclined.
If you could describe your sister as best you can, I can see how well I can track her.
Actually, in that case,
We're in
I
a
would
city, and
like
it's kind of my
to-
specialty to track humans. Well, humanoids.
So other toolkits. So is it a disguise toolkit that we can use?
Yeah. Although, to be fair, anyone who isn't Solomon would pass in the town fairly well.
Yeah.
So
Blue.
But I'm
She's got
yeah,
horns.
I'm a Genasi.
Genasi pass here.
Okay, so they're not
Really?
racist. They're not racist. They're just
Magicist.
prejudiced.
Yeah, they're magic races.
They're magic races.
Oh, so as long as I don't show
Like-
any signs of being able to do magic, I'll be fine.
Yeah. Just
Oh,
don't
sick.
float. Whatever you do.
Yeah, just don't float. Okay.
If you want to disguise yourself for the purposes of not looking like yourselves, you can do that. But they won't be against you being a Genasi.
I remember that photo
Yeah.
that they took.
Yes.
It's here
so
as
you could-
well.
so if you want to, you can disguise yourself, but yeah, just know that they won't attack you for being a Genasi. They'll attack you for being a robot man made of magic.
I think just in case I'll disguise myself anyway.
Okay, roll me a. You're proficient with. Are you proficient with disguise kits?
No.
Okay, so just a D20.
Any
plus
artisans tools that you make?
I would hide
I can
Solix.
create artisans tools, yes.
And then you're proficient with it, isn't she?
Oh yeah. Then roll me a D20 plus sleight of hand.
Oh,
plus
right.
Proficiency.
Oh, plus sleight of
I
hand,
would
yeah,
either hide or disguise Solix.
Yeah, I'm just gonna power him down and put him in my
And also
bag.
that
So
fancy schmancy arm of yours.
yeah, that's true. So keep in mind that once I power down Solix, I am signing from here on out.
We should have thought of this.
Yeah.
Hi.
I know you can talk. Oh, what does that mean?
I can.
What is this? I don't speak sign language, man. This doesn't help.
Luft signs, that's a shame badge.
That's a goddamn shame.
I can't
That's a
understand
youth
sign
problem.
language, but I can lip read.
It's like, right. So it was my sleight of hand is 0 because my dexterity is
So it's
0.
plus 3. D20 plus 3.
13.
Yeah. Again, it's not the most convincing, but it's definitely good enough
She
to.
at least put like a sleeve over her arm.
Yeah. Like from far away, no one will recognize you, but maybe up close they might. So.
Sick. Okay, yeah, cool. Easy. That's
yeah.
perfect.
More for really quickly, just more for location reference. Can everyone chuck their minis on next to that central building on that side?
Too short.
I made it.
I guess you can throw the mini around.
Astro, would you want to push mine up closer?
No. So not
They're really
not the
balanced.
stock themselves.
Hamish
the
getting
back,
anxiety.
the back building.
I
Roll
thought
stay
Rain
with
through
my
Cali.
guys.
Well, I guess you won't need it anymore, will you, if you're retiring the game?
Actually, can let me just be. Hold on, put my four back. Put this in there.
We've got precious cargo cargo coming through. Precious
Oh.
cargo.
Is that a Nemu?
Yeah, and then we're gonna have a gigantic fist.
Oh, that's actually really good for a mini for Big B's hand.
Door,
I should really
because
invest in one of those.
these ones will not stick up on their own.
Oh right,
fist will.
Calliope. Oh wait, no, I'm not gonna
Oh,
summon
wait.
Calliope.
Here, you
Bro,
want
is
this?
that cat flying or is that just
Who's the
me?
D4?
Me.
Okay.
Lou.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so you make your way into town. What would you guys actually do?
Tyrant. So my sister looks, I guess, a slightly older me, but female and longer hair with.
Wow.
Oh right, I have a photo.
Yeah, no, I think that'll be better than yours.
Addressing future Calathor. Is there anything you can do to aid us?
I cannot cast any spell that would require my concentration. I am solely focused on this one
Indeed.
for the moment. If this spell ends, then we all just return to when we were.
You cannot use any of your telepathic powers to contact your sister?
No. The issue being any spell cast from here on out would alert.
Wait, are you saying that?
Do you mean to say that any magic we use is detectable now?
Any magic of a certain power or higher. So,
Someone's gonna be walking around with detect magic, and I'll just light up.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Solomon. I got this. I am now going to.
Oh yeah, you don't cast spells.
I don't cast spells. And I'm going to try my best to.
Yep.
I'm going to try my best to do some tracking. Figure out where.
Oh, I thought you were gonna summon the rats.
Yeah.
Sure.
I also want to try and see if I can find anything in the town that's going to help to. Because based on the fact that Callie's sister had mentioned that they were like silently trying to change a few things, I'll try and look for anything that seems like suspicious.
Okay, can I get you to roll me a survival check with advantage? Yeah. Actually, no, yours will be an investigation with advantage.
Yep.
Yours will be a survival.
Survival, yep. 6. Never mind. I ain't never seen this town. I don't know what's going on.
Not great, but 14.
14. Just out of the corner of your eye, you do notice someone who vaguely looks to be putting up basically wanted posters of the image of roughly the image that Calico just showed you around the town.
What does that person look like?
Basically, they are offering quite a handsome sum of money for capturing her alive.
As that person's putting up the poster, I'll sort of walk up to them. I'll be like, who's this then?
So this is a shorter dwarven figure. He looks at you with Why is he looking at me?
What do you think?
I know, but stop looking at me like that.
Now, Keith.
One word.
A shorter dwarven figure looks up at you and says, so what was your question? Sorry, I'm just...
Who's this then? That's on the poster.
No one knows you. Why are you disguising your voice?
Just in case.
She is a dissident of the town. Must be captured for interrogation. Our boss man wants to make sure she's on the level about her activities in and out of the town.
What'd she do?
Well, as I said, she's a dissident. She's been inciting revolutionary thought into the denizens of this town. Something we do not appreciate.
Well, that's a lot of money. I could use that.
It will be in your best interest to make sure she arrives to our... And he gestures towards like this building here. And that's basically like... Prison? Prison.
Bad people house.
Where was this girl last seen?
Yeah, you can see Luft goes. She stops because she's like.
He looks at you and goes,
She speaks sign language?
Yeah, no, she does.
Does he?
no, that's what he's going. You just went, and he's like,
Don't. She's just translating what I'm saying in case you don't speak, but you clearly speak common, so you're good. Where was she last seen?
she was last in a bike this way in town, a smaller house. She was seen with 4 or 5 other individuals. But caught alive, she's quite the bounty, as you can see. We're offering up 5,000 gold for anyone who brings her in alive.
Alright, well,
How much is this?
see ya.
Luft grabs a piece of straw and puts it in her mouth. She looks at Tywin and goes,
As I leave,
Child, you're okay.
yeah, come on. I grab Luff's hand and
She just points up the finger at you as you take her away.
pull Luft away. As soon as I'm going away, he goes,
She's simple, don't
I
worry.
hate that fucking guy.
What?
He just seemed like a piece of shit to me.
Okay. Alright. Any particular reason?
Don't
Did
ask.
he just?
Well, I know he's trying. He wants to capture Callie's sister. That's fucked up.
Can I please?
What a piece of shit.
Can I do a perception check?
For what?
See if that's really the reason.
An inside joke.
That'll be an inside check.
Instinct check. That's an 11.
You rolled a 18. But I'm being truthful.
Damn.
And then it's just like, okay. Anyway, I want to tap Kelly on the shoulder and be like, Kelly, does Kelly not speak any other languages?
Well, she speaks Elvish, and I think that's as far as I know.
What's up?
She doesn't happen to.
She signs to you. I speak Elvish.
I don't know if it's important, but Luft speaks Elvish.
Does
I
she?
say in Elvish. I speak a little bit of Elvish too. So don't
Is that
worry.
the only Elvish?
Love signs no one cares.
Very just fucking good.
Yeah, no one.
You don't.
Look,
You don't speak, sir.
I can lip read, but I can't understand sign language, so you can just speak to me if
She
you
doesn't. She doesn't speak.
Tywin was mean and didn't just tell the guard that I'm mute.
She doesn't speak anything like.
Do I know if the other speaks at all?
Do you know if
No, I do know. I'm
No, as in,
up now.
not you, Future Calico.
Oh, Future Calico. No, Future Calico's already like made his way off to like.
I was going to ask, does he want me to accompany him? 'Cause-
No. He says he can look after himself.
You sure? Because
Yeah,
A, I'm going to be really conspicuous, and B, I'm really good at sitting next to somebody really still for a long time.
Nah, he says he can find his. Yes, he's.
I
but
can just like cast suggestion on him and tell him not to lose his concentration.
don't stop concentrating.
Don't stop concentrating, you do it!
Okay, no. So the DM, will tell you for that you know that she speaks Ignan.
Well, I wonder what that could be.
Wait, that's convenient. She could be who I learned Primordial from.
Ignan, yeah. You know that she speaks Ignan and Orin.
Okay.
Hello?
Never mind. I don't speak any of these languages.
She speaks 2 dialects of Primordial.
Fuck. Does this place have a problem with speaking different languages?
Including the one you speak.
Yeah, we can't. This is really weird because we're trying to distinguish between like racism and prejudice against magic. But
Looks
They're
like-
only
looks like
prejudiced
curls
in-
up
You can
its
speak
own
different languages.
Okay. Do you know if this place can speak Celestial, Draconic, Infernal, Druidic?
I assume there might be some druids in the hierarchy, but
Never mind.
we could go
I
around
just-
and leave elven graffiti everywhere. Just
I
being like
just-
Kalinor's brothers, a giant douche. Come fight me at the clock tower.
Since this is now void, I was just going to, talk, say something, and maybe she'd hear me, but no one else can. But if I can't speak any of her languages, I guess it's just in the trash then.
I wouldn't loudly speak such exotic languages either.
No, I do it in the alleyways. Maybe she's.
Well, the
I
good
will
thing
say
is,
just
I did.
for with that plan, there is a very wide assortment of languages spoken here. So
Oh, yeah.
It's
The good thing is, I did actually get some information. I got a last known location, so maybe if I go there, I can find some more clues on. Maybe if she left some clues behind that other people couldn't find.
I imagine that this last known location has been searched quite thoroughly, Tywin.
Not by me.
Not by you, this is true, but
This is my specialty, Torino. It's tracking people down.
that is true. But
she's dead.
I believe we had a secondary objective in mind, wasn't it? We had plans to save everyone in the city.
I think that's what she was already trying to do with a group of others. If we can help her do that.
We can ask her.
Yeah. Didn't we say we were going to interact with the leadership of this town in some way to possibly get them off the case.
They will interact with my hammer.
Have them be distracted and not focusing on things that they would be otherwise.
What do you suggest, Tarina?
I suggest we create a diversion and appear to be a greater threat than what Kalinor represents to them.
Indeed, this will also draw the attention to us that she may use to find us.
Quite possibly.
I do fear, however, going up against an entire town's worth of heretics.
We literally did that a week ago.
Yes, but we won.
No, we didn't. We did not win.
Well, we're still alive.
It's my scimitar.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, that's stinky.
Wait, what do you mean a town full of heretics? We only fought the leadership of. We only fought the
We
acolytes.
fought an entire town
We did.
a week ago when I tried to assassinate their leader. Remember that?
That was an entire town. That was just a few guards, and then she talked him down.
Well, they're not gonna
Yeah, it
get
was hardly a
all the
fight.
citizens. They'll also just get their guards.
It's either that or we rally the entire citizenship and then we go find her. But I don't know how we do that without just getting caught.
I mean, I'm sure your sister's a smart gal. She probably had a plan of her own. Maybe she just needed some more manpower to help her out. I want to find your sister.
Then how do you suggest we volunteer ourselves to her without alerting our enemies?
We find her before they can.
Very well.
What about other religions? Like if I was talking about Ikoria, they wouldn't, get mad, would they?
I don't think so. That's. I believe that's quite a regular god.
Trying to think of a.
What's their stance on birth control?
Starts asking good
One
questions.
child
So what do they think about abortion?
Oh boy! Looks like
Who has a passive perception above 15?
I do not.
Put your hand up. Put your hand up.
What?
Come on.
Yeah, I mean,
We earned it.
answer's yes to whatever number you say.
Is your passive perception about 21?
No.
Exactly. Well, that's what I
Who's gonna
thought.
ever
You're actually throwing my D&D game.
God, get out of it.
Can't believe.
No, if you've got a passive perception above 15, walking through the town, you recognize one figure. And for you, this is a bit of concern, a bit of worry, but for you, along those emotions, there's a small seed of pure hatred. You see a drow figure walk through town. He has also tried to best conceal his arm, but you can definitely see a metal exoskeleton, and he clocks you, you guys, and well, you're disguised, the rest of you aren't, and he sees you, and he starts running.
Do we find
Solomon
medicine?
sprints after him.
I'm sorry?
Do we ever find the medicine as he's like sprinting towards
Yeah,
us?
as he starts running, you notice and you recognize this is Cedric.
I'm also gonna sprint towards him.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
Yeah, I'm gonna go do the same thing, but I'm gonna go via rooftops.
Okay,
But I'm gonna-
make me an athletics check.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and grab him. Just
Okay, well, I'll make
He's-
That's not assisted by favorite terrain, is it?
No.
Okay,
That's
just
just
making
fine.
sure.
What? Surely.
No.
Surely.
No.
Running across rooftops.
No.
That's your biggest thing.
No.
That's all they do.
18.
You get a climbing speed though, don't you?
I do.
Roll that with advantage then. That helps.
Oh, cool.
Roll a strength check.
Oh, that's better.
No,
Wait, she can just
20.
grab him?
Well, she's running after him.
Fuck,
so.
it's
I'm running
a
after him.
4.
Can I
yeah,
grab
Wait,
it?
hold
yeah,
on.
roll me a strength check.
Give me this bitch.
It's a 4.
It's a 4.
I really wanted to. I have something I really wanted.
Damn, it's a real freaking
It's
shame.
okay,
that
fam. This is my jam.
it's a real shame that I've just lost hold person as well.
I have hold person.
Yeah, well, last time spells didn't work on the dickhead, so
Oh, that's true.
I would have tried it though.
Now that you've all clocked him, you notice something else quite interesting. You see different parts of his body have been replaced with more mechanical items, and yeah, that's what you know so far. Yeah, so as the two of you try to grab him, coming from somewhat differing angles, he dodges and weaves through the crowd and basically evades your grasp. What would you guys like to do next?
I
Yes.
want to go ahead and grab him again.
Like a roll me another strength
Someone would just like to keep chasing.
I'm gonna be
him.
hunter's marking him as well.
check. Okay.
That's an unnatural 20.
Okay, who roll against you? That's a 23.
Fuck.
As you grab onto his shoulder, he says, "No, I didn't think so." And he rips, like, finger by finger, he rips your grip off of him. Let go of me, and he continues bolting.
Can I try to take shortcuts to get in? Ooh, that's not gonna work. Never mind. Don't worry. I just want to keep following him. And
Just one more time, bro. Just one more time.
You can make one final try.
I want to see if there's like a reaction, public reaction to this going.
He's rolled a natural 20.
17, never mind. Oh, fuck. I got such a...
Frey, Calathur, what would we do?
I don't know. What
Everyone roll me
is
everyone roll me a random perception check, so you have yours with advantage because you're on rooftops.
Ooh. 19.
19.
Nice.
I
Perception.
got a 15.
Big fat 8.
19.
Okay.
22.
22.
Is it a 1?
I got a 9.
What?
Was it
no,
a-
it's a 2.
It's a 1, no, it's a 2. You notice that as he, if you rolled above a 17, you will notice that as he rounds the corner, he casts, he under his breath casts some sort of spell and reappears about 60 feet ahead, making more headway between the two of you, like the group of you and him.
I turn to everyone else and I go,
Is this still a crowded area?
It's getting less dense now, but yeah, with your perception roll like signifies you seeing him through the crowd and stuff. So
Yeah.
I turn to everyone and go, I wonder if his heart is mechanical as well. Because if it's not, I'm going to tear it out and eat it in front of him for this.
Luke just does that.
That once we catch him.
As I'm like running, I'll say down to Solomon on the ground level, like, I can still see him. What do you want me to do?
Do we take I don't. This is shit, man.
Luft goes. She pulls a rope out of her bag and she like ties it into a lasso.
what was your perception roll?
From 19.
Okay.
Yep. And she's gonna be like. She just shrugs and like rears back and tries to throw it to get him.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
It's 60 feet away.
Yeah.
Was anyone gonna take it?
You're just 50 foot of rope, so it's not gonna reach.
Oh, god damn it.
How
But
far
she's
can you
just.
throw?
I
Well,
don't
no, If you
know.
throw it, then you're letting go of the end of it.
No, but even then, like, can't you only throw like something times your strength?
I would say with a lasso, it's light enough that you can throw it as far as
What
you want.
if I...
Within range. Within range.
Lasso's like
Okay, fine. Then
Well, this is the one made
instead.
out of rope.
Okay, I'm gonna pick up the hammer. I have a hammer in my adventure gear.
Yep.
And I'm gonna pelt it at the back
Sure, roll
of
me an
it.
attack roll.
Fuck his ass up. Just knock him.
She's like, what do I do?
Roll me an attack roll.
An attack roll, yep. So that's my just like a normal attack roll, or what's a
Just roll d20 plus strength.
d20 plus strength? Okay. 8. Never mind.
Guys, I don't know what to do at this point.
Solomon, make a call.
Bring him down! And Solomon
Alright.
just keeps charging straight at him.
I'll fire at him then.
Okay.
I'm going to jump on Solomon's back as he runs past me.
Okay.
I'm
keep going with him.
to sharpshooter this. And use one of my +1 arrows.
And as he's charging, I've got the lasso like ready to try and yeet.
Okay.
Well, this is just rubbish.
So this is.
Are we still going no magic?
Well, this is gonna get their attention.
They haven't cast a spell yet, so.
Yeah,
Well, we don't need to get.
about 2 seconds away from Garden Ball.
Anything, if I want to do anything, I have to use either my magical weapon or my magic, so I'm good.
I think magical weapon.
You could choose to just not activate the magic of the weapon and just take the normal
I have a
damage.
dagger.
Damage.
Yeah, no. I'm
15
thinking-
to hit.
2.
Hold on. Oh,
Unfortunately misses. And he will. Yeah, he will deflect missiles. Roll me the damage.
Okay. All of it?
Roll me the damage that you would do to a full health target.
Okay.
And sharpshooter.
And sharpshooter.
Yeah, including sharpshooter. Okay. So that will be. It's also a +1 arrow. So 20 damage. Oh wait, yeah, no, but I'm not Hunter's Marked, so it's just 20 damage.
Okay.
Because I don't have to roll for Hunter's Mark, right?
Yes, you do not.
Correct.
Okay, so you see as you line up this shot with incredible precision, it sails through the air, and as it makes its way through the air, you see Cedric almost preempting the shot coming towards him, does a very elegant sort of like barrel roll forwards, and as he does so, he catches the arrow and hurls it back at you, dealing you 20 points of damage, and you lose 1 of your magical ammunition.
Yeah.
As he deflects missiles.
Do you lose concentration on Hunter's Mark?
I roll for that. Let's see. It's a con saving throw, which
Yeah.
I'm not great at. I keep it.
Nice. Hunter's Mark is maintained, and he gives you a knowing smile as he does so.
I'm just imagining like really big Winter Soldier vibes there, which is like
Yeah, the shield. Yeah.
Yeah, so he as he does so, he catches it and then does the barrel roll and throws it back.
I thought of gift from Princess Mononoke where the guy catches the arrow.
I snap the arrow as I'm running. So
yeah,
I keep half the arrow and snap the rest of it and keep running.
Okay, so at this point,
I believe this has fouled our plans.
This was very unexpected.
damn. Even with my disguise.
He recognised the rest of us. Your disguise.
It worked. You're right. It worked.
It did work.
He didn't recognize me. I'm
He's just
so proud.
he's just goes, who the fuck is... Oh!
It was just this jacked dude chasing him.
okay, at this point, I'll go around. What would you like to do? You're on top of Solomon?
Yep.
Okay, so you're just making your way. Okay, what would you like to do?
So can we still see him, or he's out of our line of sight?
At this point, he's approaching out of your line of sight.
Okay. I mean, without magic, what can I really even... I have a gun, but that's very loud. I have a crossbow! Fun fact.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna pull out... so Luff just goes... and she pulls the backpack off. She's rummaging around. She goes... she just tenaciously aims and she's not really trying to... She's not aiming to hurt to kill. It's more like she wants to incapacitate.
Sure.
Yeah, cool. Alright,
Roll me
easy.
an attack with your crossbow.
Yes.
Was it you who hasn't killed someone yet or something like that?
She has
Nemu hasn't.
No.
11. I'm gonna lucky that. Oh, that's much better. That's an unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20
Yep.
will hit.
Yes!
Roll me the damage.
Let me just mark off my lucky first.
How far away is he again?
So DiMaggio's
At this point,
for
90 feet.
crossbow is a
He's made ground
D8.
He teleported.
That's
Once.
6.
60
6
feet
points
And
of
he was already
damage.
ahead of you just teleported.
Okay.
It wasn't
Never
it?
mind.
Oh shit, whoops, sorry.
Damn.
5 points of damage.
5 points of damage?
Yes.
Lovely. Sure. Trey, what would you like to do?
Has he been stopped? Because I was
He-
aiming to incapacitate.
Well, the thing is, you damage him, but he does, momentarily consider, but it wouldn't slow him down.
He's a soldier, man.
I'd like to pull out one of the javelins that I have and try to throw it in a spot that would trap him from moving any further.
Before Trey throws it,
Go ahead.
I want to say, because she shoots it and goes, why isn't he stopping? He's wearing the Eklak armor. Trey, and she's going to yell where to aim, because I drew I remember I took a whole bunch of notes on the armor and where certain bits of it is. She's going to tell you to aim for the back of the neck, because that's where the transmitter is for everything.
Well, I guess I'm aiming at the back of the neck.
So if you're doing a cold shot, it'll be slightly harder to hit, but when you do, you'll do more damage if you do land a shot.
Sure.
So she's aiming to just cut any connection that is it's not in their body, by the way, it's just in the suit.
Would this be a disadvantage because it's greater than 30 feet?
Yes.
Pardon? Yes.
Because I'm sorry.
Oh, crap.
Consider yourself very lucky. Or the 60 feet away for heat metal?
It's not going to most probably do anything. 13.
13. We'll miss, unfortunately.
Dang it, yeah.
In which case, will bring us to Calibil.
So, how much magic would it take for us to be detected?
You do not know.
Cool. I don't know if I take the risk.
I will say you will know cantrips will get away just fine.
Yeah.
Cantrips. Oh, dang it. Stuart just left. I was going to say, if there's any way I can get closer, but Shocking Grasp is magic, isn't it?
Shocking, but that's a cantrip. Cantrips are fine.
Oh, really? They're not counted as like magic spells that will
Well,
set
they
anything
are, but
off?
they are no. But future Calibil will tell you that cantrips will not be detected. But the other thing is also Shocking Grasp is touch.
Oh, yeah, true. Right.
They've got like a listening post, and it's the difference between a silenced pistol and a shotgun.
Oh, okay. Right. Right. Gotcha. Gotcha. I mean, Luft's probably gonna yell to everybody to like take note of like the thing on the back of the neck that has the transmitter, and also if you can damage the rotating bits where the vials are on his arm, absolutely do that. If we can at least stop him from using anything that is in that suit, assuming it's like their parents, she doesn't know, but she's going on a whim. You definitely want to damage that, because if you break the black one, that's necrotic damage that starts spreading through him.
Very exciting. Very fast.
Yeah, he is.
You've got them monk feet.
I know that. I should ask this later.
Do I want to sneak somewhere and cast invisibility on Calliope?
Up to you, man. What would your character do? WWCD, what would Calibil do?
Yeah, can I find like an alleyway that no one is at?
Mm-hmm.
I will summon Calliope and immediately cast invisibility.
Okay, roll me a sleight of hand check.
Oh, okay.
And what level spell this is? This is third?
Yes, it's third. Actually,
oh, yeah,
I might
it
as
is
well make
Warlock.
myself invisible since I can.
Yep. So you're casting at third level. Cool.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I don't have second. That's why.
That's right, yeah.
Sleight of hand.
Warlocks, am I right?
think 18.
Got 11. 18.
Wait, I believe 18, but yeah, 18.
18. Okay. As silently as you can, anyway. You can cast invisibility on yourself and Calliope.
Okay.
Lovely. That will halt your progress for this turn in terms of the chase. Tyler.
I would like to. Could kill me. I would like to fire another shot. This time not sharpshooter, but I will aim for the spot that Luke yelled out.
Yeah.
Like the necrotic vial?
The one on the back of the neck.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this will be slightly harder to hit?
Yeah, understood. That's why I'm not doing sharpshooter. Ooh. Okay. Alright. That is a 27.
That hits.
Alright. And he's damaged now because of Luft's shot.
Yay!
So, let's see, we got that, and we got this. Can I have a D8, please? Arigato. Okay, so we've got 20 points of damage. And then if there's any extra for hitting the nape of the neck, and that.
Luft, you notice that nothing seems to happen when this point is hit.
Yep.
Shrina?
So something's happening.
Nothing is happening.
Nothing's happening.
He's very accurately landed the shot where it needed to go, but no reaction from him.
Oh, it's a different suit. Okay, yeah, so she's gonna be like, okay, just try hit the vials. I don't think that's gonna do anything.
Are we chasing
This is a different
down
suit.
back alleys, or?
Yes, it's becoming less sparse of people. You're now going down further and further more back alleys.
Going along with everyone, I'd like to make an effort to look back towards more populated areas to see if there's anyone coming for us.
Okay, make me a perception check.
That's an 11.
Even with an 11, you don't see anyone chasing you from behind. It seems to be mostly deserted. Like, again, there are like a few comers and goers, but again, they seem to be mostly engrossed in their like daily business.
Not like purposefully approaching.
No, definitely not. Nemu, what would you like to do? At this point, Cedric is about 90 feet away from you.
90 feet.
Yes, 90 feet.
I still want to chase after him. I'm
Okay.
still on the
So you just
wall.
want to use your entire turn to run?
Yes, but I can also just with thaumaturgy say the same thing I said to everyone else. Like with thaumaturgy, I'm like I make my voice loud and I go, when I chase you down, I'm going to eat your heart in front of you and make you swallow the rest. And just
It's pretty fair.
yep, chase after him. Do I need to roll for him?
No, that's fine. That's on.
Can I get within 60 feet of him? And still have an action?
Yes, you can. Your movement suit's 30, right?
Currently not exhausted. And what's the crowd around us look like?
Again, as I said to Trina, sparse, a few people going about the daily business, but mostly engrossed. And yeah, again, a lot of this like happens around the town quite a lot.
Yep, I had that thought too.
Well,
He's already cast a spell.
you know what Thea's do. You know what Thea wants us to do. So Solomon gets within range, pulls out, and you see him just drawing from behind this costume, tears out an iron bar. His hand sort of catches fire briefly, and he's muttering his run.
Yep.
He slams it down. I cast heat metal on his arm. As he do his dumb shit.
No, just counterspell at 3rd level.
Counterspell is counterspell, 3rd level.
You stopped to look around him, you know? So you're not within 60 feet of him.
I didn't stop.
Oh, okay, cool. Sure, you counterspell this counterspell. Okay, roll me your heat metal damage.
It's 2d6. I just had it open. Hold on, let's keep metal going.
Spellcasting.
This is what happens, hey kids. It does 2d8. Even
Magic
better.
isn't real.
Who does magic these days?
Whoever's in charge of detecting all the magic.
He's like,
It does 7 damage. 7 fire damage.
7 damage, lovely.
At that point, Solomon will call up to Tywin. You have him marked?
Sure do.
So do I.
Okay.
At that point, Solomon will slow his run.
Yep.
Now what?
He turns towards you guys, smiling towards Trina, and casts another spell and vanishes. The last thing you notice, and the last thing both of you notice, your spell ends, and your spell does end, but just before it ends, you get a slight ping for right here in the town. And then your hunter's mark ends.
Why does it end?
What question?
What's that bullshit? I had him. He was gonna burn.
I skid to a stop. Stop!
Did you
He's.
see where he went?
I felt it. He's.
By the way, I'm invisible, you're just hearing sounds.
Well, I only am hearing you come from their voices
yeah.
anyway. I don't even see you guys. We need to regroup. He's out of our reach right now.
I can send Calliope if you ahead of us, if you know where he went.
You're both invisible.
Yeah.
I slide down a pipe on the side of the roof. He's at the building that the building we don't want to get to.
That's even more worrying.
So if you want to send Calliope there, you can, but I mean, magical invisibility going into the place where they hate magic is risky. And whatever he did, I couldn't focus on him anymore. That hasn't happened to me. Normally if I lose focus, it's because got shot in the chest or something. But when I got shot in the chest, I didn't lose focus. When he disappeared, I did.
Indeed, he has broken my connection to his arm as well.
Well, no one used magic, right?
No.
Tywin,
What?
I'm invisible.
Right. So we did use magic.
I believe you did too.
I can use magic.
Right, okay.
So what happens now that you use magic?
I think we should make ourselves scarce, at least for a little
Let's
bit.
get the fuck out of here.
I believe that wise.
If anyone's been alerted, we should move away from where such acts have been committed.
Yeah.
And then we kind of like, you know when you're mad and you kind of just like clench your jaw or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna look back and go, no. No, I want him dead.
So do I.
Yeah. What about the people who didn't use magic? Maybe we're okay.
Maybe we are. But,
We.
Cedric Eklak is not our concern at this point. We came here for one purpose. Let us finish it and fight him after.
That's why I asked for your approval first. I decided this time I wasn't just gonna shoot first.
I thank you, Tywin. It was very cautious of you, and a very good thing. Now, Carathil, let us find your sister.
Yes, I'll make use of this invisibility while it lasts and look for signs wherever they might be.
And with that, I think we should take a break. So, we'll see you soon, and goodbye.
Welcome back from our lovely break, where we're having a great time, especially Stuart. Look at him!
Yeah.
Look, Stuart's having a good old time!
Also, Stuart, just to worry you even more, they had us in a simulation where they were analyzing our magic, so they could have my magic.
Yeah.
And time travel.
Dun, 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 dun. Welcome.
I'm having a rest. Good
Oh
luck.
my god.
I'm gonna rest. I'm taking a nap.
I'm having my long rest now. I'm gonna read the atlas and call it a night, I think.
Tell me when I find my canyon.
What would you guys like to do?
Alright, let's take a bunch of back streets, weave among trees, and just do everything we can to lose our scent. And then we can continue searching for your sister.
She's not gonna listen. Neru's not gonna listen. She's just gonna walk off and go searching for it by herself.
Nemo, that's
I don't care. I'm too angry.
well, let's calm down the anger by taking a walk, not in the middle of the city.
She's gonna keep walking. She's just like, I want this over and done with.
In Infernal, I'm going to say stop walking now. You're going to come back and we're going to do what the group does.
Nemri's gonna turn around and shout back in Infernal, don't tell me what to do! It's I don't know why I'm scared now. I'm like scared. She's not gonna listen. She's just gonna keep walking.
Well,
just
then I'll
turns
blame
around.
you for when we all die.
Luke just turns around and signs. Well, where's she going? Luke just signs it to
I'm just
Trey.
gonna start walking through the alleys.
Nemri's gonna stop for a minute. And she's gonna just look at everyone and says, if you blame me for the death, for wanting to get this over and done with, maybe it was worth you all dying anyway. Don't you want this done?
They're still
No.
talking in Infernal. We're all just like.
No, she would have switched to common. Says, you want this done, but then you want it done a certain way. But then you want something. She's gonna like try to say things, but they don't sound right. So then she just continues walking off.
Right.
Of course, go against the grain of everyone in the group, and then it's my fault everyone dies. Meanwhile, already using magic, already broke the rules. And then if anyone else does something else, then we're blamed for that. I don't care. You want her saved. We all want her saved. We want the town saved. You may as well just start doing it now. And just keep walking.
I've already walked off.
Everyone
That's
go.
alright, I'll talk her down. And I'm gonna go after
We're all
Neru.
just like.
Okay.
What's happened?
Then I'll go. Trey.
Yeah, I think Luft will also go with Trey.
Hey, Nemu.
What?
I heard what you and Trey were saying to each other.
You can speak Infernal?
I can understand Infernal. I can speak a lot of things.
Incredible. I
You can't hear this.
I don't need to.
I learn new things about people every day.
I know a lot of languages because there's a lot of different folk who need help. But today you're that person.
Oh, really?
Today you are my lucky star.
Keep it going, sticker. It's for me.
You may not agree with what everyone else in the group does at all times, but you gotta understand that they mean well in what they do.
Why is it that all of a sudden today's calling the shots? This is Callie's world. This is Callie's town. This is Callie's situation. And then today comes in and goes, you have to do what I say. This is not about her. This is about Callie. Regardless, magic's already being used.
I mean, in all fairness, Trey was elected as the captain of our little gang.
I don't think
At
that
least for
matters
the
now.
ship. Well, perhaps it didn't.
And then
but
she blames me for killing everyone.
we
Who is she to be the moral high ground? Who is she? Huh? She gets to be the moral high ground? I get it. I'm not trying to be the moral high ground here either. But why her? Why does she get to call the shots here?
Perhaps she's just let power get to her head. Maybe she just thinks she's better than you.
And of course she does that.
Thanks, Tarina.
She wants to make
Alright, gang, I'll be out.
See you next week. I'm done.
She wants to make me feel bad by saying I'm blaming me for everyone's death. She says that again. I'll kill myself.
No, that's entirely unnecessary.
Jesus Christ.
Then we've got a lot of feelings.
There's a lot of pent up aggression in someone that helps people for a living for
We've got a lot
not
of
money.
feelings.
Nemu, all you gotta do is just undermine Trey and make her fall on her face.
I'm not doing that either.
Why not? If she's so uppity about her abilities and power and leadership skills, you just need
That is
to
less
make
than-
sure that
Yeah.
she shows to the group that she is in fact none of those things. I could help you
That
orchestrate
doesn't.
it.
Just because I'm mad at her now doesn't mean I think of that of her all the time. Just now.
Well, that's just it.
I'm not going to undermine her. Just because I'm angry now.
If only you wanted to make that point, though. Maybe it will be an ongoing problem. This might not be the only time you and Trey clash like this.
Maybe. Look, I'm not even mad that she's mad that I'm walking away. I'm mad about what she said. That's why I'm here. Like that's why I'm saying these things. Who is she to decide that now she gets to make me feel bad because I'm doing this?
You're just doing the right thing. You're doing what you think's right. Trey, I imagine, is doing what she thinks right. I think she's just not willing to discuss.
I understand what you're trying to say, Tarina. But really, I'm just gonna try and find Kalanor, okay?
We can do it as a team still, you know.
Not now. Maybe it is better to split up anyway. Cover more ground that way. But let me ask you this, if you go back to them, she just hesitates for a moment. Tell them this. If I'm the cause of their death, then the player can't think of anything. Hold on.
I tell you, I don't think there's any situation where you could cause anyone to die.
Apparently this.
You're too kind.
You know what the thing is though? There's going to be a point where we're all going to use magic, whether we slip up or we go, that's it, mask off, and fight with magic. And, I'm not going to use magic. I'm still going to try to be inconspicuous. But let's not pretend that we're all going to follow the rules. I don't think I will follow the rules.
I don't think we are either. I mean, our whole plan was against the rules. Old Calithu wanted us to just be quiet about things, but since then we've made plans that we want to try and save everyone in the town. It's a big change.
I regret being so angry. I should not be mad at somebody for trying to keep us together and not raise suspicion. But honestly, if you're going to say things like that, I just don't expect me to suddenly be like, oh, you changed my mind. Like, no.
You don't have to come back all apologetic. You just have to come back.
I'll only come back if I find Kalanor. If assumed someone's found Kalanor, or someone sees me and goes, we have Kalanor, then I return. But I'm not interested in joining the rest of the group.
Well, I'm able to stay in contact with Tywin and Calithal, so maybe I'll stay with you for a time.
If you really want to.
Yeah, I think so. It's good to have a friend at times like these. Someone to talk to, bounce off of. Well, come on then. Let's go find Kalanor. Where do you want to start?
If I'm looking toward the more populated areas, I would be around in the city, but more if there's little alleyways or like hidden places in the city, should do that. Well, trying to think of like places should be.
So the two of you set off on your own search party.
Hey Trey.
Hold on for like one hot minute. Just let me get through the roasting of my life. All good. Yeah. What's up?
It's I don't speak whatever y'all are speaking, but it's a tough deal dealing with angry people, huh?
The point here is
I mean, I don't think I'm gonna lecture you. I'm on your side here. Rage makes us do lots of stuff.
While they're talking, I'm gonna like roll to see if I can see any signs of old mate having come through here.
you can't protect everyone, and everyone's just gonna do their own thing and move into the populated areas, and it doesn't.
Oh,
make
that's not
sense
D20.
Yeah.
This is the order we're dealing with, and if the Eklax are here, then we're more.
I want to talk to you because I was the person who nominated you to be our captain, and I said that to the group without consulting you first. And if putting you in a leadership position is something that hurts you, then I'm sorry, and if you need me to, I can help you out with that.
It's fine. I guess it's not something that I've really done before.
Yeah. And it sucks dealing with people, you know? People are fucking unpredictable. People will do shit all the time that just makes you want to pull your hair out.
Loved will turn around and sign to you. She points at Tywin and then says, like not telling a guard you're mute, and then rolls her eyes.
I don't know what she was doing, but I saw her point at me.
No, it's all nice things. It's all nice things. Potentially.
Well, I can understand that sound language. Look, the point is, don't take anything Nemu says to heart. She's an emotional being, and you're doing a good job, no matter what anyone says.
Luft signs, on this he's correct, but not the mute thing.
You hear in your head, "Hey Tywin, Nemu wants you to let everyone know that she doesn't forgive Trey and that she's bad, and we're gonna be staying apart from you guys for a little while longer. I'll stay in touch."
Kisses!
No, you can't see what I'm writing in my book.
You don't.
go.
I know. I don't know. Anyways, what are you doing?
I'm just writing to my pen pal Tywin.
Okay, can you let Tywin know that I'm searching around the city, and yes, I am keeping inconspicuous with no magic. Okay?
Nemu also says that we're being real down low, so you won't find us even if you look for us. Don't use magic to try, even though we know you will, you big dummy dums.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Sending's a third level spell, correct?
Might be.
Yeah.
Wait, do we all hear that?
No.
just
Oh,
Tywin.
okay.
Really me in my head. Sorry, I just got the biggest fucking migraine.
That's okay. Do you need
Panadol.
anything?
I also
Matters heat meter second. If it matters heat meter.
I also heard Tarina's voice, so I guess Tarina can contact me.
That's
Then she just signs magic.
that's most probably a magic thing.
That's what I thought. It was inside my head. So we better move faster than we're moving now.
Yeah, that's.
Luff starts like Catherine.
Anyway,
power
Tarina is
walking.
with Nemu, so don't worry. I'm sure if there's, I don't think Tarina's gonna let her die.
No, she'll kill her herself.
Yeah.
Did you say that in character?
No.
All
I
I'm
was gonna
going to
question
say is, if we get into a debacle with the Order, let's be careful.
Running is always an option.
But yeah, being invisible, I'm gonna try to do things I normally couldn't do. Like, I'm gonna send Calliope up to the sky and observe in a big area.
Sure.
And I
I'm gonna
myself,
tie shoelaces together
yes.
of every part.
Keep her on a leash.
Yeah. I'm gonna like go into crowds, try and well, just outside crowds, try and listen to what they're talking about, figure
Okay,
out.
roll me a stealth with advantage. What are you going to do?
No. If using Calliope doesn't count as magic, does Solix count as magic?
Solix is like constantly radiating magic. Summoning Calliope is an instantaneous.
Is an
magic.
instantaneous.
Yeah,
Okay,
but I
yeah,
still summoned her
gotcha.
with
Because it's
Force
Aether. Yeah. No, it's fine. So I am right to have Solix turned off and tucked away.
Oh yeah, stealth with advantage. I think just 13. I don't think I'm proficient. Yeah, just 13.
You don't notice anything out of the ordinary. Everyone's just going about their normal lives mostly. But off in a back street, you notice somewhat of a tussle. Trina, Nemu, about 10 minutes later, after you're done talking to your pen pal, you're approached by 5 individuals in fairly kitted out armor.
Panic.
Excuse me, ma'am. Madams.
Yes?
We have reason to believe that one of you is a spellcaster.
Is that so?
Really?
What makes you think that?
Is this the tussle I see?
Yes.
What makes you think that?
You've been...
Is the rest of these guys in range of me?
Vaguely, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna telepathically tell them that Tarina and Nemu are in trouble.
Right.
But
Oh god, we should
Don't-
use magic for a second.
don't make a scene.
There has
They're
been,
over here.
There has been a casting of... Well, multiple castings of sending in this area. and
Sending?
Is that true?
You're the only individuals in the radius that we detected.
Nami looks genuinely confused and goes, I'm sorry,
I don't know that spell.
sorry, I don't know what that means. I'm sorry, I don't understand. No, we're not magic users.
Of course. Well, if you're not magic users, then you'll be happy to you'll be happy to be put under some tests to ensure that what you are saying is on the level. Of course, you have nothing to hide.
Actually-
We've been here.
Nemu narrows her eyes. Well, you can't see that she's narrowed her eyes, so she kind of just... So, why are you so quick and eager to immediately run tests?
Well, you are in you're in the range of our sensors, and if what you're saying is truly on the level, you will be off on your way in less than 10 minutes.
Are
I'm
you
going
sure?
to the rooftops, by the way.
I was under the impression that magic wasn't real.
Nemu just gives a look to the god like, okay. Listen, I think maybe it could be your senses. They may be a little bit off, but no, I don't believe there's any sending that's been cast.
That's fine. These sorts of tests on the denizens of the city make sure that the validity of our sensors is to its maximum degree.
I got a question, another question.
Of course.
Are these always consenting tests?
I mean, you can take it up with the lawmakers of our city. We run this fine establishment with the.
But you run the test?
Well, no, I won't be personally me. I just enforce the law. But if it would be within your best interest, it would be within your best interest to come along with us.
That is most curious, isn't it? Huh. So, wait. So if magic is real, how do your senses work?
Well, our sensors use a magnified version of these crystals that react to magic being cast nearby.
Do they?
Yes. And they also and they send their signals up to a central command center where we assess what needs to be done with certain readings. Of course, there will always be a forest fault alarm here or there with what the atrocious planar quakes that plague our lands. But
can it be assumed that like tourists can just come in, or are we trying to pretend we're actual townspeople?
It's most fascinating.
it would be up to whatever parameters calculated set out for the mission.
I don't imagine they'll just restrict other people coming in.
But are we like assumed to be like?
So I was under the impression we were like in the town square when like we cast sending.
I was just assuming.
We were just like in a general thing. I'm just writing in a book.
I was just assuming we were considered to be new in the town and not people that live there, unless they like.
Like surely they check people that are coming in to see if they're spellcasters, don't they?
Probably.
Okay.
Well, you just appeared here, sir.
That's the
Yeah, we
point.
just
though.
appear.
But they wouldn't trust foreigners, is what I mean.
Well, here's the thing. You know, me and my friend
Yes.
are like new to the town, and I'm sorry, no one ever did this when we first got here.
All right. Well, if you're new to the town, you'll have some sort of identification proving that you're coming through for visitation.
Oh god. Oh god. Then who's going to?
Man, truly understand. I am here on your side. We just want to resolve this as quickly as possible, and we'll be on our way.
Nemu.
How crowded is the area they're in?
Not too crowded, but that's why it was more noticeable from your bird's eye stealth.
She starts to sweat.
I do actually have identification.
You do?
I do, yes.
She's gonna pull out the psychologist degree.
I have other articles of documentation, actually. I'm a traveling psychologist. I was here to make an analysis of, conduct a survey of the people of this town. Make sure everyone's healthy and happy.
Right, but when you entered the town, you would have been given some sort of writ saying that you were traveling through the town.
Traveling through the town?
Yes, if you're a traveling psychologist going through the town, you would have been given some writ on entry, because we have quite strict curfew laws around here. If you haven't noticed, if you're traveling, you might not have, but the denizens of this town and anyone passing by would know of this.
Oh, I'm just curious. Why do you have a curfew?
It's just one of the laws. Again,
But why?
I can't. I don't make the laws here. This is not something I decided. I just work to enforce the law that has been set out.
You can tell Nemu's getting angry, but not at the fact that this guy is trying to like push it, but the fact that these things are being restricted on people. I see. That's.
That explains why there was no one around when I got here. I got here quite early this morning and was wondering why there was no one
Well, there's
around.
always a guard patrol about. The civilians of this town are subjected to the curfew, but there will always be some guards to see through any trades and any incoming visitors. If it.
I didn't see any such folk on the way in. How odd. I'm
Do you
sorry.
know-
I might need to get myself some certification.
Well,
Can you direct me to the nearest guard outpost so that I can become accredited?
Of course.
I
We'll lead you right-
do wish
right
to
away.
follow the proper procedure. That's the way to the nearest entrance to the town, right?
Well, we've got one nearby. You can follow us this way, of course.
Oh, that would be most acceptable.
This is telepathic, but don't make any sounds, but whistle or click your fingers if you need a distraction in the form of a flying cat.
Who are you saying that to? To anyone else?
Pretty much all of them. All of you.
Oh,
Well, I'm
God.
saying it to you guys, but the rest of
I
you
cannot
don't.
whistle.
Nemu gives a very like.
Well, wait, do you?
No, she doesn't give a whistle. She just gives like a sigh.
She can probably plug one of his smokestacks.
Your sensors went off. Does it detect people or just the amount of magic being produced?
In a certain radius, there's we get an idea of where the spell was cast, and it was pretty close to here. And alongside you, and he gestures. The other 4 guards that he brought along with him are also talking to the denizens nearby.
Is Aether magical?
Yes.
Yes.
She.
And they also hate Aether, which you would know.
Yeah. Actually, there is. Could be one person I've seen around. We were chased, actually, by this man who was wearing a lot of mechanical things. Aether. You could tell because it's what was it, like his arms, his body and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And this man was, it might have been him, he might have been following us. He has these, I swear it was magic because he could just disappear and he had what I swear was Aether in the back of his neck.
Roll me a persuasion check.
I believe in you.
Okay, hold on.
I believe in you.
I believe in you. I believe in you.
I swear to
Damn,
God.
guys.
Wait. I gotta put
So
in.
now we're just looking for some weird metal magic
I
man.
believe in you.
If only we could find one of those. That's what I was hearing.
There's only one of those in this town.
We were like, okay, so if we see anyone who's like a man with metal on him and made of magic, that's what we're going after, right?
Yep. Yes.
She says
There's only one.
Yes, they seem terrible.
Yeah. I wonder who it could be.
Is that if that reporter meme was like, what say you on the things that plague this town? Yes, I concur.
perception or persuasion?
Persuasion. Because you are somewhat telling the truth. So it's not-
Persuasion.
19?
Yay!
Okay.
Please don't get a 500.
I will not get 500. No. I was just at 499.
Oh,
I'll do
okay.
100
Right.
for that, bro.
Yes, of course. This is quite a concerning report. Thank you for bringing this to our attention.
I quickly stop him and go, I described Cedric's features, like,
Yes,
do you think he's a drow? He's specifically a drow.
A drow, okay.
Yes. I can't remember what he looks like, so I'm describing facial features, where the armor is. Just being like, if you see him, he is made of magic. He disappeared.
Did you give the gods his name?
I not yet.
Don't do that. I would
I
not.
just
Because if you know his name, that's probably gonna be like a tip off.
Yeah, you didn't
Be
know
like-
him. You just saw some guy.
You just
You
saw
know
some
what?
I
dude.
don't say name, but I just.
I don't think I've interviewed a guard yet. Do you mind if I take a moment of your time?
Well, yes. Can we do this on the way to the precinct, on the way to the precinct? Because I've got to get some sort of sketch artist to draw out your man of your description, and we can do your interview on the way, and then we can review our sensors and make sure that everything is in order.
My handwriting isn't particularly neat when I'm walking. I'll need something to lean on.
We can, then we can resolve this at the station itself.
Oh,
Come
all
along.
right then.
Do you resist? He is taking like a few other individuals of that area as well, like some other civilians.
I'm going to. Can I tell that they're around me?
The guards.
No, the group.
Make a
You
perception
did
check.
hear me telepathically, so
I did, but I'm not sure if you're within seeing me. Sorry, what was that? Perception check.
Perception, yeah.
That's it. 18.
Yeah, you'd notice a few of the members around.
I don't make a whistling or a click, but just to let you know I'm leaving. If you're behind me, I kind of like make not sign language, but I make a sign in my hand that I'm leaving, like I'm going.
okay.
I give both Solomon and Trey
What's
a
his
look
name again?
from the rooftops.
Okay.
What's that supposed to mean?
Like, what now?
I don't. Solomon is basically sitting off to the side because he knows if he steps out,
Absolutely.
someone's going to be like, "Wow, you're made of steel."
No, he's made of muscle.
You're disguised.
I'm made of
disguised.
muscle.
If the
But
guard's
he's also
not,
very cautious
if the
because he
guard's
doesn't.
not looking, I'm gonna just write, going police help,
Okay, yeah.
and kind of just
Yeah, you can do
drop
that
it on the
with
floor.
relative ease. Yeah. You guys see a note drop out of the move's hand.
Going police.
By the way, how long would I have left on invisibility?
How long does invisibility
1 hour.
last? You're probably in the last like 10 minutes of it.
Cool. Okay. I think I'll unsummon Calliope now. And
Okay.
Just hide.
Sure.
Okay, so they're being taken to a police outpost then?
Calathil, how do we find your sister? It appears we need her help as much as she needs ours now.
That's very true. I couldn't find any signs
Oh,
of
my magical
her activity
tinkering
around
reset.
town.
That's good. Can I? What am I? Actually, no. Sorry. You keep going. I'm gonna look up some stuff.
Perhaps this prison is our last clue. don't know if...
I do not doubt our ability to break into it, however, it would not exactly be a clandestine operation.
Yes.
Are you sure there is no way we can contact her or her associates within the city?
Well...
Where she lives, where she exists, any of your previous presence here. Surely there must be something.
She's evacuated our parents, so I don't know if our old house would be safe.
Would it be worth investigating at least?
It's as good of an idea as any.
Seriously, do we have anything to go on at this point?
Well, Tywin's the one who saw where Old Mate went. He got the ping for where he is right now. So if we do that, if we want to follow him, we can. But the problem is
Cedric.
Yes.
We don't want to follow Cedric. Cedric's not our priority at the moment. We want to freaking find this woman so we can be like, cool, let's get out of here or burn down the city or
but
both.
he's using Aether.
What happened when you tried to locate her with the photo?
I've found the
Guy putting up
person
one
putting the posters up,
Oh, yeah.
and then now I have her last known location, which I wanted to check, and then this whole thing happened.
If we could
So
somehow
I
ask
still
the
don't
populace where the resistance is, that'd be fantastic. But you can't do that without revealing yourself.
Yes, as you guys, yes. So you
Well,
have
yes,
some-
I've had a few questions concerning your psychological well-being as a, law enforcement type of this town. How long have you been living here?
I've been living here about 14, 15 years now.
And would you say that everything you've... Would you say that everything you've said and done in this time while living in this town... Well, actually, no, that's not the right question. Would you say that this town treats you well?
Of course, it makes sure that we're looked after. Some of the restrictions are
Oh my god, wait, no.
strict, but they're to protect us, of course. And I just want to be a law-abiding citizen as best I can.
Well, yeah, that's something I've heard a lot. It's a really good sentiment, I think. One big happy family. What are you being protected from? I've heard that a lot of people were quite scared of something.
Look, magic. What they're trying to protect us against is magic, of course. Like it's hurt a lot of people. It's taken lives. It's injured many. It's an all-round scourge in our society.
Well, as I said before, I hadn't really heard of this magic thing until this point. Maybe it's called something else where I've been previously, but...
Okay.
Could you tell me more about it? How I could, try and find it if I were to help?
I'm unsure. These doohickeys that find the sources in the castings of magic, they don't make any sense to me. Well, that's all handled by the smart folk of our city who do the research on such matters.
And then it's just had been like, please, oh God, tell me they got the note. Please tell me they read the note. Is it possible for me to... Am I still in the crowd?
They're leading you away from the crowd towards this building.
Do you enjoy your work, sir?
Yes, I enjoy it greatly. It makes sure that my town is the best possible version of itself that it can be. I'm real proud of what I do. We're fostering some good folk around here.
And is there anything that you think you do to sort of improve upon all of this type of stuff?
Again, I'm not one for leading. I think I have a niche skill set, which is to enforce the rules laid out by others and make sure that everyone remains in a safe environment. We as much as we're law enforcement, we also help out with the medics of the city. We make sure that everyone's looked after. I'm happy to do what I'm doing.
That is interesting, but...
That is, yeah, it's most fascinating.
You can tell she wants to say something all the time.
Oh, Sorry, this is my assistant. We're working together. Did you have a question for the nice guard?
I forgot.
Oh, come on, Namu. I'm sure you have something profound to say. Everyone has something special in their heart or mind and need to get out and show the world. That's your next question, by the way. You have to think about it. But go off, Namu.
What's the next question?
Oh, I was wondering, like, if you could do, like, anything to help improve the world, what would it be? No, think about it. Namu's got a question.
So, I've obviously heard that magic is not, permitted within this town. So what happens if, say, that happens?
Well,
Someone gets through the cracks?
Well, they'll probably be put into arrest, and if they are found of actually having cast magic, our lawmakers make sure that they're assessed and their magic removed.
Namu thinks very,
Magic removed. Oh boy.
Axeblade does it very well.
Yeah.
I mean, magic is a real scourge. Look what it did to our lawmakers. I mean, one of them's lost a limb.
Really?
Sorry.
lost a limb. And
I would have to talk to this lawmaker.
I'm also quite a
I haven't
fan.
actually spoken to anyone who's
I'm quite a fan of debates.
subjected to living without a limb. How
I'm quite
horrible.
I'm quite a fan of debating. I find that there's never really a black and white area when it comes to things. Somewhat. So when it comes to magic, do you see like a gray area, or is it all bad?
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. I don't think anything good's come out of magic that you could not have done with traditional methods. Like, what's the point of all of this? It's lazy. Like,
I mean,
it's the lazy method out. I mean, people literally sell their souls for magic.
she just but then she
It's a scourge, I say. It's a scourge.
a scourge. Nothing in this world is really a scourge. Everything is always being different, and everything always has something different to it. But yes, magic can have its issues, but can magic really be just bad? I mean, think about...
Now, Nemu, you've gone and done that thing where you've sort of strayed away from psychology and into philosophy.
Well, that's
They are completely different sort of areas of expertise. You gotta stay focused,
that
We gotta
is-
talk about this poor boy's mind and how he's feeling.
While this is happening, can we do a roll to look for any symbols that we
Phoenixes.
of phoenixes or anything to do with?
Yeah, make me a roll.
Damn, that would have been a better idea. Just
you gonna do it?
draw a big picture of a phoenix
I
and
can
have
do
someone
things.
see it.
What kind of roll?
This would be an investigation roll. What does it say? What did
19. Yay.
What did Olivia write?
Of course the overseers of the egg clocks, fucking hell! And then I drew a cute little fire boy. It's angry.
Also a 19.
Yeah,
19, yes.
You notice that there are small phoenix insignia leading towards your old house, but they're very well hidden.
Okay, so Luft's gonna stop. She's just staring at like a part of a wall for a bit. You see her like do this, and then she like backs up. Whoever's the first one behind her, who she immediately runs into, I'm guessing is Trey, yes, like... She signs, bird.
I think we have a trail.
Luft goes over to Timon and like pokes him in the side repeatedly.
I hope it tickles.
Right. Oh yeah, this is the religion shit that you guys were talking about, right?
She goes to sign birth and then goes.
This is that.
Yeah.
That religion shit, man.
Religion shit, man.
Yay, good brain.
I'm gonna follow that path,
Okay.
Although,
but like be like subtle
we have
about
friends in a prison right now. Are we gonna follow this trail, or are we gonna go see what they're up to?
I mean, I'm sure they can handle themselves. It seems like they've been able to do it beforehand, so I think the trail is more important. But it's up to you.
Captain.
Up to you, Callie.
Aye, Captain.
Aye, Captain. This is leading to my house, by the way.
it. Luft frowns at everyone saying "aye, Captain."
Hang on. Wait. If this is leading, why didn't we go to your house in the first place? If it's leading to...
I thought they compromised my house or something. She evacuated my parents.
They still might have compromised his house, to be fair.
Okay.
So be on your guard. This may be crawling with order.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sully, you coming with us?
Indeed. I fear that my efforts to help our companions would not exactly be subtle in nature. I suspect it is best we find your sister and liberate her, this town, and our friends in one fell swoop.
Let's hope Tarina can talk her way out of anything.
If anyone can, it is Tarina.
And Luft's gonna like subtly show the lockpicks that she has and go. And like put them back in her pockets.
As you make your way to your house, it's as you remember it. Seems the door seems to be closed. Can I get everyone there to make me a perception check?
Perception.
Perception.
That's my specialty.
Unnatural 20! That's the first high perception roll I've ever done.
I think she said unnatural.
That's
Unnatural?
a 13.
22.
That's an 8.
23.
13.
Everyone who rolled above a 17 notices
Hey,
there's a very strong, noticeable smell coming from the house.
Is it gas?
Gasoline.
Like it's about to
No,
go
wait.
up.
Not like it's about to go off. Like it's being fumigated through the house.
This is familiar.
Yeah.
Trey, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh raggy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
It's a 12.
12.
Can I give my lucky to
No.
Which is, if it's for this, like
It's related, but not for that.
yeah.
As you,
Then I
as that smell over time hits your olfactory system, you have violent visions of a silver dragonborn being pulled out of his house.
Oh. Okay.
And it doesn't trigger what you're thinking of, but it does. But you are pissed.
Wait, so we could just go right into the house? It wasn't locked.
I'm
nothing.
going to walk straight to the front door and kick it down.
Okay. Yeah.
Luft,
I look at
Luft like slinks next to
And
Trey.
I'm just going to immediately walk in and start looking for bodies.
Luft turns around and looks at
Make
Callie
me a
and Tywin
perception
and goes,
I get my
Trey,
bow
take care.
and follow our captain.
5.
You don't find any bodies, but that smell of gasoline is very strong.
can I power
join
walk
her.
in and start looking
Just
as well?
with gritted teeth, you just hear the scowl of, put on a mask now.
I do not breathe.
I don't care, Solomon. I'm not talking to you.
Luft just puts it on without saying
Once
anything.
again, you don't find any bodies, but
For the gasoline. For
the
whatever the smell
gasoline
is.
is the smell gets stronger as you head towards the basement.
I got a 19.
Yeah,
For
you notice the same
perception.
thing. You notice the same thing. The smell of
okay,
gasoline.
yep.
You don't find any bodies throughout the house.
Okay.
The house even it's like perfectly like preserved as you remember it being, with a few changes here and there.
I'm gonna yeet down to the basement and see if there's anything I can use.
I haven't lived in there.
Would you have me do it, Trey? I can quite easily repair the door.
I got it.
As you wish.
Yeah, as you follow the smell of gasoline down towards the basement, you come to basically what looks like a massive hole bored into the basement, and this massive aquifer of gasoline being fed into it.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Really
Is there
fed
anywhere
into
that's like a valve?
Like not fed, like literally, like but like there's this massive like reservoir of gasoline on the floor, like seeping into this hole, it's leading somewhere.
Oh boy. Is there any way? Is it just coming out of a random bit in the wall?
No. It's being like slowly.
So it's
Siphoned,
on the
like-
floor basically.
There's
It's loose.
yes, it's
not being
it
pumped
looks like it's being poured into like
Okay.
with.
Above us.
No. Like, so someone came down into the basement,
Oh, gotcha.
poured like massive like what's the-
Petrol everywhere.
canisters, let's say, large canisters of petrol into this room with a whole board in beneath it.
Oh boy. Okay. Luft's going to immediately turn around and sign sand. We need dirt. Something.
Yeah, if we don't want this place to go up in flames, most probably getting rid of the gasoline is the first thing to do.
We need a fuck ton of it.
Is my sister trying to blow up the town?
I was gonna say, you thought it was the bad guys that burnt down the town. Who wins from burning alive?
Followers of. Oh my god! It's not just her.
Well, yeah.
Luft turns around and signs like it's not just your sister who inherits this
obviously
power,
it's going to
right?
be Levitar. It has a few people following.
Yeah.
Do they all have the same power though?
it. Potentially.
That would be fun.
Would that be fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that's pretty sick. I don't know about you, but like,
Is there anything else in this
I will
basement
investigate.
apart from?
With your perception checks, nothing else. So you see just this massive like. This looks.
Hole goes straight down or where?
Hole goes
Did have a
at first straight down, but after that, it's out of your vision.
Oh, cool. Someone will go
yes.
for a walk.
hello, God. I would like to use my wand of secrets to see if I can find any passages in this house.
No secret passages that
Okay.
you notice with
All
one
right.
of secrets.
Okay.
Yeah, so like
Just a couple
for
of
reference,
bases.
as in like in terms of the quantity that you're looking here and possibly into the hole itself, you're looking at like orders of like hundreds of liters of gasoline.
Oh, yeah.
Damn, this bitch got the stash.
This is
I shall investigate. And Solomon walks into the hole.
Yep. The hole isn't big enough for you to like get in, but you can look down into it.
It's not.
Oh, no,
wait.
no! Luft is gonna like tap you like frantically.
Yeah, I was just gonna do the whole douche
Yeah.
thing.
No, Luft is gonna tap you frantically and be like,
Solomon.
You can look down into it, and it curves like the hole goes down for about 30 or so feet, and then curves back towards the center of the
because she doesn't want you to spark and set something on fire,
I
like
do
as
not
if
often
metal.
spark, just occasionally.
She like taps her whole body as you're like you're made of metal.
So I can't fit down. How wide's the hole?
about 5 foot.
Luft, you can.
She just goes forward and is like, "What am I looking for?" She signs it. She's like, "What am I looking for?"
How does it appear to be dug? Can I tell anything from my proficiency with stonemason's tools?
It's very smooth, like very well cut. Like it looks like it looks like some sort of spell either was used or like some sort of tool, like very precise tool.
So it's not like filled with gasoline, is it?
It's not filled up to the top, but like
There's a layer of it.
If you take the stairs to like the basement floor, you would be about like chest high in gasoline.
What?
Well, you're taller, but these like Luft would be like up to here in gasoline.
Oh my god!
If she walked
I'm 4'9". By the
I
way.
thought that it was like a thin layer on the floor. And
No,
someone
no, no,
driven
no,
down.
No.
So you're at the stairs of this. You're at the top of the stairs
Oh.
of this down into the basement. If you walked down to the basement like floor, Luft would be up to here in gasoline.
Then where's the hole?
The hole is in the center of the room.
Oh, so it's not in the basement.
No, it's in the basement, in the center of the
It's
basement.
submerged.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I didn't realize like.
So to
Yeah,
put
the whole basement
Okay,
is
so
submerged,
you're in this rectangular room.
Yeah.
At the center of the room is the hole. You are at the top of the stairs that leads down into this room.
Okay.
And this room is like
So
almost
to
full.
go
with-
into the hole, we'd have to swim in gasoline.
Yes.
Okay.
Crap.
So I definitely can't fit down it, can I? I could literally walk into that and be like,
Someone could turn themselves into slime.
I was just thinking that.
it gets dissolved, don't do it.
I was just thinking that, but I don't
It
know.
only lasts
if
1
it's-
minute though, so.
Yeah, I
So
also
the
don't
petrol
know
become big.
if I'm going to be able to like.
Just drink the petrol.
Petrol become
I don't know if
I
I'm
can
going
drink
to
the
be
petrol.
able to like do anything about it though. I can't do anything
No,
about it.
I thought you meant this was like some escape tunnel that had been lined with the stuff, but
No. This is like a massive, basically vat of gasoline slowly being drained just through sheer gravity.
Calathil, what on earth is your sister doing with this city?
She said she was planning to save the people. You heard her. I don't know what's going on.
How does this correlate to saving?
I don't know.
Because if you convert enough people and then you make a plan to blow it all up so that everyone seems
She
dead.
did mention she was trying to evacuate the people. The town doesn't look very evacuated.
This does not appear to be an evacuation tunnel.
No.
No, because these people clearly just come back. Because that's what this deity's all about. So maybe what she meant by evacuating them was dead bodies, you take them out, they come back to life, they leave. Because they're corpses. If they've kept this cult under wraps and nobody in here knows about it, how are people evacuating? They're evacuating by dying.
Did
And
your
then
future self really give you no indication as to what we would find here?
Not this kind of indication. Countering a cult with a cult.
By cable.
Back to the other squad. Do you have any other interview questions?
Oh yeah, I just like keep going off, just asking questions. How many hours of sleep do you get? What's your favorite pastime?
Okay, how distracted?
Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
How distracted?
just over.
Devin.
How distracted would the guard be from Tiberian's barrage?
Well, now that he's rounded up everyone, there are multiple guards. So, this one's talking to.
And then, like, I'm just writing it all down on this page in this tiny little text. Like, almost, like, illegible because it's so small. And in there, I add 3 extra lines. I add... the 2 psychologists are not the magicians you're looking for. I add... your soul is forfeit. And as the sun sets tonight, you begin your journey as a warlock.
Okay.
And then I sign at the bottom and I go,
Let's start another cult, sure.
that is technically the
Alrighty
coolest thing
then.
you could do to someone who believes in this stuff.
I think that covers us off. Would you mind signing here so that I know I can remember who contributed to my works?
Right. Okay.
No, who was just
Okay.
Like there's
this written in
this
common?
whole page of just illegible mess.
Okay. Can you roll me a sleight of hand to make it look inconspicuous amongst the rest?
Can I add my my what's it called? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I'm proficient in forgery kit.
Sure.
Yeah, I stamp.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna use this stamp. Good shit.
That was a really bad roll. Oh, it wasn't really bad. It's like
Well, doesn't matter. That's why you have the stamp.
so I have to
For
stamp.
times like these.
Okay. This looks all good to me.
Well, thank you very much. I'm really getting a good idea of what sort of folk are living in this town. It seems like a lovely place.
So can you just say out loud what those 3 stipulations were?
The two psychologists are not the magicians you're looking for, with the force hand wave.
In written form.
Your soul is mine,
Yeah.
and when the sun sets tonight, you begin your journey as a warlock.
Sure. Okay. So the way, so for the purposes of this, so the way you've put it, he believes that you are not the magicians you're looking for, but you are at the precinct now. This was on the way to the precinct, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. This all looks good to me. Any terms of
Sorry, what's wrong?
we were bringing these people over here for a reason. Right, yes, the sensors on the magic thing. These guys, you sure about that? They were on the radar? Okay, now I have to roll against myself to see if I can convince my own NPC.
Do a good roll!
Ugh, that's not good.
Oh no!
You want to test these level of people? The ones that have been asking me all the nice questions?
No.
I'm sorry, I don't want to cause any trouble.
Look at them. They're traveling psychologists. They're here to help. You want to test them?
You have a very nice little town here, sir. I am very much enjoying my stay. I'm sorry about all the fuss that's been happening around me.
I don't consent to being tested.
Miss psychologists. As much as I believe in your word.
on.
I rolled against myself for a different NPC.
Bruh.
As much as I have faith in your amazing psychology work, I'm unsure if I can disregard the word of my superiors. I'll step out of this as I obviously have too much interest. But believe you me, I'm absolutely on your side.
No, I understand. It's all part of the protocol and procedure and all that. I just wouldn't want to hassle you in any way.
Nemu's gonna very kind of mouth and mutter under her breath and rub her amulet. Oh, Claudia, you should wait, Claudia, you need to get me out of this so I can get back to finding Caramel.
What was clause 2?
Your soul is.
Your soul is mine.
Okay.
Yoink.
Okay.
Yum.
Feel free to gain the benefits of that.
Oh yeah, there are benefits.
There are benefits associated.
Yeah, I forget this.
Is that your first soul?
That's the first one that she signed off in since she got the ability.
We're having a party.
Did you go? Nice.
Are you off?
Yes. No, well, I was just about to. I'll wrap position.
Okay, cool.
Let's see. I actually need to get up the website rather than the app because the app doesn't have it.
As this discussion is being had, out of the corner of the eye, of your eye, you notice that Cedric is seated at this desk in this office almost. His metallic arm seems to have been removed. Any sort of cybernetic seems to have been removed from him. So and he just seems to be
Sitting without his parts. Or...
Yeah, he seems to be just working away one arm.
You can't see, but she side-eyes him. Interesting.
Where is something?
And that is where we shall enter that episode.
Does he just look up at them?
Yeah, as he looks up.
All right. Well,
We'll try and get Robin next week.
thank you all for joining us for another week, episode 32. We have a lot of social media that you can follow. We have Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr. We're DiceRevDND. It's on the side of the screen. So if you want to follow us on that social media, that's a good way to get updates on what we're doing and when we're going to be running sessions. And following us on Twitch or subscribing on YouTube is the best way to get up to date on exactly when we're streaming. YouTube will tell you in your local time ahead of time when it's going to happen, and Twitch will notify you when the stream actually starts as well. So yeah, follow us on all our social media. We're also associated with the Adelaide Games Club, which is a board games club at the University of Adelaide. They get together on Wednesdays, Fridays, sometimes on Sundays at the Hartley building at the University of Adelaide. So if you like board games, come on down and join us. They also have a Discord server where on Tuesdays they often get together and do some online game stuff. So check out their social media, University of Adelaide Board Games Club. You can find it on a bunch of different social media, Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. If you like board games but you don't quite know what you want to play, then you can play.
I will recommend Cat Tower, the game Hamish got me. It's basically Jenga but with cards that are cats, and every time you take your turn, you roll a dice that tells you to do other weird things along with your turn.
Amazing. What? That sounds so cute.
Yeah, I haven't actually played it with you yet.
No, you haven't.
No. I should get on that.
Yes.
What about this week at Games Club?
Oh, maybe.
So thank you for joining us for another week, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye, nerds. Bye.